forget
to subscribe
to Sharon's
and see.
Favorite server.
Showtime.
Hey!
Greatest
Myth, how you doing, buddy? Great.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Matthew from Sharonatsea. First time in a while that I've been on the live show tonight.
It is. It has
You're
been.
darn right it has. Where have you been, dude? People have been wondering where the heck you've been. Look at that. People are already commenting. Woo, Matthew is here. Woohoo! Fantastic. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome,
He got
welcome.
a haircut, so now he can.
Yeah.
Look at this cut, dude. You are looking super, super sharp.
He can go back out in public now.
Wow, fantastic. Hold on, I got a cut too. Look at this cut. I paid a lot of money for this cut.
Actually, you did that one yourself this time.
I did it myself. You're absolutely
I
right.
didn't even do it this time.
You are absolutely right. What's up, everybody? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming in loud and clear? How are we doing out there? How are you guys doing out there in this crazy, crazy world that we're living in right now? How are you doing, Sharon?
I'm doing great.
Great?
I'm
You're
doing
great? You're
Great.
well?
I am well. I'm great.
You're like Tony the Tiger.
I am
You're
here.
great.
I am here.
Matthew, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you. We are so excited to have you join us for a little while. I don't know if you're going to be here for the full show. Can you commit now to the full show, or is it a little too early for that?
Bit too early.
It is a bit too early. Okay, well, we're going to take any Matthew that we can get at this point, guys, is a good amount of Matthew. Let's jump in and say hi to some folks really quick. Let's see who is in the house. Say hi, and then we'll jump right into all the excitement that we have planned for you tonight. Sharon, do we have a patch show?
Well, we have a few things to talk about.
A few things up your sleeve? Well, first off, let's do the official introduction. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Monday Night Live Show. We're here every Monday night through rain, sleet, snow, hail, cruise, no cruise, whatever the case is. We're in the house. My name is Jamie. This is Matthew, who you don't get to see that often. And to my far left, your right would be... Sharon from Sharonatsea. And together we are Sharonatsea Travel. We want to also give a shout out to Leanne Frances Goni, who's sitting in her home in New Hampshire probably right now. Keeping an eye on the chat. One of our two amazing SAST crew members, team members, family members, if you will. And of course, a little shout out to someone named Nautical Nurse Nancy, who's sitting somewhere with a cool, refreshing drink in Cancun, Mexico right now.
Yeah.
What the heck, Nancy?
I know. I am jealous. I wish I was right there with
On a
her.
scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are you right now?
I would love to be in Cancun right now.
I'm a solid 12.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Would you like to be in Cancun right now?
Sure, I'd love to be in Cancun.
All right. Well, then we'll get work. I don't know if we can get there tonight. We'll see if we can hop a plane in the morning and join Nancy. Oh, my God. Timothy Walters, thank you so much. He says, Matthew, I got a super deluxe pizza for you in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You're going to be loaded
Thank
with
you,
pizza.
Timothy.
I'm not sure if I'm going to... I wonder if I'm going to drink more beer with people or if you're going to eat more pizza with people in Vegas. What do you think? It's gonna be a tough one, isn't it?
That's a good question.
It will be a tough one. Timothy, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Larry Thomas, what's going on? Hello. Thomases are in the house. Glad to see everybody. Hello, Matthew.
Hello.
People are so excited to see Matthew.
Thank you, Larry.
Great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Let me see if we can say hi to a few folks. Can we do that, Sharon? You want me to throw it out there really quick? All right, guys. Let's start off with, hold on. Let me just get a little drink. Let me wet my whistle. All right. Let's see if we can say hi to a few people.
Really quick, I see Alfred Inglesby right there. He sent us some awesome pictures from Myrtle Beach. And he's fishing pictures. I shared with Jamie.
Awesome.
Really cool.
Yes, Alfred. Those are amazing. I love seeing you, seeing the kids out there. Nothing better than taking the kids out on the water. It's an amazing
looks like
time.
a really fun trip.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, let's give a quick shout out to some folks that are here tonight in no particular order, although it's alphabetical. And I don't know what, if you get missed here, please come back and say hi. I just have a list. I have no control over who's in the list. So hang in there. Double A, AA is in the house. Amy Rogers is here. There's Alfred Inglesby. Always on the move is here. Amethyst US 143 is here. Amy Franzak, Amy Kephardt's here. Ann Hanley, what's up? Anne-Marie VR, Annie Kelly is here. B&D Crafts and more. Barbara Hanna is here. Beth Ullinger, and probably Doug somewhere too. What's up, guys? Big G and Schnuggles is here. Boating Bailey's, Bob Hader's in the house. Brian Boone, Brian Francisconi, the other half of Leanne the Nail. From the SAST team. Brian Samborski's here. Brian Wolf's here. Carla McClendon. Kathy Dunn is here. Chapel Food and Travels. What's up? Charles Hahn. What's going on, brother? Chris Ehrlich. Christina V. Cindy E. Crazy Cat Travelers here. Cruisin' Susan. Q's Cruisers. David Smith. Dawn Carell Cruz is here. Dina Anderson. Denny Knight. Diane Carlson. Gary Havens. Janice Weiner's here. Jeff Scalzo. Jill Van Gordon's in the house. Jim D. Jose Lara. What's up, Jose? Joseph Johnson. Journey with the Gingers. Kara is here. Karen Everback. Kathy Schultz. Kevin Bluck. Lady Joy A is here. Larry Thomas. There he is. There's Leanne Francisconi. Life is good today. What's going on, guys? Lisa Kelly's here. Lucy MGM. Marty's in the house. Mary E. Snyder. Mary Ellen Dillon. Megan Hatterer is here. Michael Anto Giovanni, the Italian guy. Midlife Crazy. Mike Cray is in the house. What's up? MN. Mike V. There's Nautical Nurse Nancy. Pam Humpert Zoomian is here. Pam S. Parthenia Cantrell. That's a new name. Let me say that again. Parthenia Cantrell. I like that one. Is in the house. Pixie Dust Traveler. Really Creative Travel. Blaine is in the house. What's up, Blaine? I always try to pop in on Blaine's show. He's always on Monday nights before us, firing things up, getting everybody worked up, talking about all kinds of travel. Tonight he was talking a little bit about RV travel and stuff. He hits on Disney and all kinds of stuff. Make sure you check him out. Renee Lara is here. Robbie O'Malley. What is going on? My man. Great to see you, Robbie. Lovely to have you here. Rusty Sean is here. RV Weekends. Shaboogie Hunt. What's up, Shaboogie? Sharon at Sea Travels here. Welcome, Sharon. Lovely to have you here. Shelly Griffith, Shelly Lou, Sherry Smith. Hold on. Did I read that right? Short to Please is here. Sue O'Connor. Terry Bridle's here. Terry Marburger, the Uber Cruisers. Timothy Walters, Tina C, Whitney Castillo, and Woohoo Girl, to name but a few. Great to see you guys. Thank you all for being here and for joining us. Lovely to have you.
You had a little trouble with that tonight.
I did. You know why? Because all right, so there's three of us here. So we're sitting a little farther away from the monitor to try to get us all in. Well, these old eyes of mine are somewhere between seeing and not seeing what's going on the monitor, so I'm in a little bit of a pickle there. Jeff Scalzo, thank you so much. The panorama is moving further away. Will it be back for October? Jeff, I don't know. But listen, from wherever they are, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have them back into their home port in most cases. So let that be a positive note if there is one for you. I hope it makes you feel better. I'm not really sure. All right, let's jump ahead into the chat. Let's see. Oh, Crazy Cat Traveler said, did you take before and after shots of Matthew's haircut? I wanted to, but Matthew would not allow me to get any before shots. I'm sorry. Unless you have some.
Well, I have...
just some general stuff?
Just general. I didn't take one right there, but I do have a couple from a couple days.
Well, knowing that Matthew wouldn't want us to post it, you think we could sneak it on the cruise crew maybe?
He would never know.
He would never know. You know why? Because he doesn't go on Facebook, so we can do it. Make sure you join up on the Facebook group, Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew, if you're not there already. Join in, comments, questions, pictures, photos, anything that has to do with cruising and travel. We love to talk about it over there. Jamie Wilhite, hello SAST, negative results today. Everyone looks great. Congratulations to you, Jamie.
Great.
Glad to hear that. That is fantastic. Liking Matthew's haircut. Hey, Matthew and parents, said Joe Dura. See, we don't. When you're here, dude, we don't even get a name. We're the parents. It's Matthew and parents. Unbelievable. Mary Ellen Dillon said, we all have quarantine hair, Matthew. Don't worry. Thank you, Sue O'Connor said, I can catch my breath now. Happy birthday, Pam S. coming up Wednesday. All right, Sharon, let's jump right in. What do we got on the agenda tonight? Is there an agenda?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right.
We're going to talk about just kind of about how all this started, when it started, how the future looks a little bit.
I'd like to know do you have a crystal ball with you? Because I would love to see what the future looks like. I'm a little concerned about the future, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a little bit on the worried side. Well, what do you think? I know tonight's video, we put out something just talking about going back and looking back at when this whole thing started. I don't know if I remember when I first heard about this virus, and you guys, you're aware that we try not to say the C word, right? The COVID or the Corona. We say Perlman 19 whenever we can. But if we slip up a little tonight, it's okay. Don't hold it against us. You guys have done a great job with us trying to avoid the C word. So we thank you very much. Mike V said, Jesse loved the long hair, Matthew, but the haircut is super cute too. Oh, boy.
It'll grow back soon enough, but we wanted to go a few places coming up here, and, we couldn't take him out like that. It was just crazy all over the place. So
yes, it was kind of wild. And I'm looking tight myself. Yeah. No one ever acknowledges my haircut, which I did myself.
Next time you get my hair done, then we'll be ready for a trip.
You're always getting your hair done, one way or the other.
No. I have not.
I think so.
I have not. Actually, I have not gotten my hair done since our cruise. That's because of all this going on. I have not gotten my hair cut. Yeah. Or anything done to it.
Wow. Unbelievable. Kathy
Except
Kremlin.
for I did trim it myself a little bit.
I saw Kathy's asked this question in a few places. We have taken our daughter and grandson on a cruise ship before, the one that you saw in the camping. Yes, we've taken all of our daughters at some point.
All of our daughters and grandkids have been cruising at some point.
But most recently, Brittany and her husband Brett and Maxwell and hopefully soon to be Luke will be out with us at sea pretty soon.
Luke's actually the only one that has not been cruising.
Yes.
Because he is 10 months old.
He's just a little fella. He's just a little fella. Jose Lara says the ladies are going crazy for Matthew tonight. Kathy Drew said, Matthew got a haircut, looks great.
He's going to get embarrassed and want to leave.
Oh, Sue O'Connor said I look good too. All right, so listen, so back to the top. That's our problem. We start to mention something we want to talk about, and then we get all, my friend John uses a term. He says you get all squirrely. You just start going all over the place. It gets a little bit crazy. Hello out there to Griff and Alyssa. How are you guys doing this evening? Lovely to see you both. Tony Jackson's here. What's going on? TML959. What's up? What's up? So we're talking about, looking back at when all this crazy stuff started. And I don't know if you remember, like, the first time I don't know that I could say when I first heard about it, besides maybe just hearing about stuff on the news and all that stuff overseas before it all, came this way. Well, do you have any recollection to the first time you heard all about this virus stuff?
I think we heard just little bits of things the week before we left on the cruise, but nothing was really.
Well, we can't forget about the January cruise we had 2 months prior as well, because we kind of heard some stuff there. That's when they started.
True.
That's when they started taking
all about that.
Precautionary measures on the cruises as well.
That is fantastic. That was on the Encore in January. About midway through that cruise was the first time we saw them where the staff took over handling the buffet.
That's right. Yeah.
That was things were just starting, and you know why? I think because that's right when everything was starting to happen with the Princess cruises.
Yeah.
The Diamond Princess and what was the name of the other one? Hold on, I might have it down here. Oh, and the Grand Princess, of course. And those two cruise ships, because that's when things kind of started getting a little squirrely and hairy and all that.
But then it you didn't really hear a lot for for a couple of weeks. And then, but when we actually went on our cruise, there wasn't really a lot going on. Things were still sailing. And then the week we were gone, I mean, like everything just did like a 360, spin, it just kind of went crazy.
It really did. So, let's see I see a few comments already in the chat. Some people are making some comments. If we miss saying hi to you guys, hello. David Smith, Ashley Fox, I see you guys out there. Tony Jackson's in the house from Mr. Rock and Roll. Deborah Blankenship said, the virus came a reality to me when I was on the Regal Princess, and the CDC would not let us come back into Port Everglades until a couple of crew members got tested. Wow, Deborah, that does definitely hit home. Yeah. That definitely hits home. What's up, Tracy Sherman? Nice to see you. Let's see who else has any comments about that. Lady Joy A said, my mom first told me when it was said that it was in China, I said, well, then they can keep it. Well, I guess they didn't. You're right about that. They were nice enough to share things. Let's see. Kathy, to answer the question, go back to find our Alaska videos, and you can see that little fella on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Germany Travel Personal Guide. What's going on? Nice to see you tonight, buddy. Let's see who else says something. Tess Almond, good evening to you. In January, I remember hearing about it in China, but didn't think much of it. China's a long way away. It was late February, so when I realized it might be a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Joe Dura said, I saw something about a rapid saliva test. Can use it every day. I think it'll be a game changer once developed. The price I saw quoted was between $1 and $5. That would be cool if they could do something like that. But now you're even hearing talk about vaccines coming out and some different things like that.
Yeah, but I think that's still going to be at least a year, about a year or so. At
Really?
least. Yeah. It takes a while, all the testing and, trials they have to do.
Thank you very much, Robert Brown Jr., for paying attention. Excellent attention to detail. What's up with the water tonight, Jamie? No cocktail? Well, Robert, Matthew's here. And as you know, if you've ever seen our cruise vlogs, I always like to set a good example for my son with regards to drinking. So there's no way with my son here on the live show would I ever even think about enjoying a cocktail in front of him. It would be very, very, excuse me. It would be in very bad taste of me to do that and cause a bad influence on him. So that's right.
Especially
just
when
water
you're
for
off
me
work
tonight.
tomorrow.
Just water. Chapel Food and Travel says no beer. Everyone's disappointed until now, and now they're happy again. It is kind of crazy how everything kicked in, and you're right. We really thought about it. I guess it really hit home for us then in March, and we knew. I guess we were kind of watching the news and stuff when we were exposed to it on the Encore. It wasn't over here yet. No. I mean, it was just from the cruise ships that we were hearing about it, and it was still overseas in China and surrounding areas and stuff like that. What I don't know. What do you got anything to throw in there? You want to add? I don't want to take away from any thoughts if you got something to share about when you first heard about it. I mean, what do you remember from our Encore that made you think about it?
Well, back then, I didn't really think of it much as like a concern, and neither did a lot of people, I'm pretty sure as well. And we just kind of didn't think much about it.
Yes.
And so now it's become, global pandemic. But
yeah, now it's out of control and it's crazy, and it's on the verge of trying to spoil my October group cruise. That's not cool. I saw a few comments saying that we need to keep our chin up, and that's one of my things as well. We'll try to stay positive.
We're still thinking positive, but.
Well, listen, I see a couple comments out there, or a few questions about stuff. I don't want to miss those. In what way do you think cruising will change? Said sure to please. No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I do
Tons of ways, and maybe not much at all.
I do think that definitely the buffets I think will be changed. There, it won't be self-serve. At first, this is something I really didn't think would happen a few weeks back. But now I think wearing masks will probably be required when we go back to cruising, or at least if we go back in October, November timeframe. I think they will. Not maybe everywhere on the ship, maybe not in the pools, outdoors, or when you're eating, but other maybe closer areas where you're around people and things. I think they will be required. At least right now, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it'll.
That is listen.
Yeah,
that is a hot topic. You bring that topic up in a cruise group, and people will get wound up.
I think the staff will definitely be wearing them for a while.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah.
I
would, if as long as I can go in the pool and lay out in the sun and not have to wear one there, and I can eat my food in the dining room and not have to wear one while I'm eating, I would gladly wear a mask around the ship and other areas, because if I get to the point where I just don't want to wear it, I'll just go to my room and sit on my balcony and enjoy my balcony and be perfectly
and
happy
get some room service
with a drink, room service, and my balcony, and I'll be fine. Yeah.
And me, if I'm there, you'll be happy too, because you mentioned. Hold on, you mentioned it. You mentioned your balcony. You mentioned room service. You mentioned a drink. You didn't mention me at all there.
Okay.
You failed to.
And my two boys.
Okay.
My boys. Yeah.
I think in the long run, this will really. I think it will make things better from a cleanliness and a health standpoint. I mean, we've done videos about it. 50% of the time, easily, I'll come back from a cruise with cruise crud. At some point, I'll get some kind of a bug, a cough, a cold, something along those lines. You guys have probably had it too if you've gone cruising. So that's something that's always out there. I think the norovirus issue will plummet dramatically from people not sharing, handles of tongs and spoons and all those kind of things. And I think the awareness will be heightened so much that I think it'll, when it's all said and done, I think it'll be safer, cleaner, more sanitary, and that kind of stuff too. So I think that'll be good. Really quick, Robbie O'Malley said, I was on the last cruise out of Norwegian, on Norwegian Epic back in March. They denied us back into Puerto Rico to disembark, so we had an extra 3 days into the shutdown and finally disembarked in Port Canaveral. Wow. Robbie, were you devastated about the extra 3 days, or were you secretly like, yes, 3 more days on the cruise ship? I mean, not that you're lacking for any time on a cruise ship, for crying out loud. All right, let's jump ahead a little bit in the chat. What do you got?
And speaking of cleanliness too, another concern could be also how they treat the kids clubs, because for the younger kids, they can be pretty crazy, and sometimes they might not wear a mask, or sometimes they might because cleanliness to someone who's younger, 5 or 6, isn't really a major concern, and so it might be interesting to see what they do with the kids clubs as well. Maybe because for older kids 12 and up, things might stay relatively the same, but for younger kids, it could get kind of out of control.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll start
or limiting kids in the areas,
or maybe designate other areas around the ship where they can split them up more, maybe and do activities and things like that. So we'll see how that goes.
Sharon, we've been called out.
What?
Our dear friend Diane, aka Woohoo Girl, has noticed that the countdown behind us looks like one of us who usually updates the countdown has not updated the countdown. So for that, you got us.
Oh my gosh!
Does she win a prize? Is there anything like that?
I was so busy today, I completely forgot about the
What
countdown.
were you busy with, Sharon? There's nothing going on in the cruising world, is there? I think she said 90. She says she's down to 95. How many days are left on the thing right there, Matthew?
Well, that was from last week.
I'm not sure. Wait, if it's
this thing right here.
If it's from
102, okay,
it is. It's
all right,
95.
yes, we're down.
95. Oh well.
We're down.
I like 95 better.
Yes. What is up, John from the Ship Show? Lovely to have you in the house. Look at this guy. Hey, where do I get an SAST mask? If you want one, there's a link right on your Facebook group, the Ship Show, a fun Facebook group, and the most engaging Facebook group around. And there's a link right in there. I'll show you where the post is, John. But also, if you need one, if you need a mask, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I don't want to forget to do this, but guys, you can get your very own Sharonatsea Travel protective mask for only $12.99. $12.99. And I don't know if it's still going on. Nancy pointed it out before, but with every mask, $1 goes towards helping a worthy cause. Do you remember what the cause was? I am so embarrassed. I forget what the cause was.
Oh my gosh, Jamie.
Do you remember what it is? It's not written. It's not written there. Donate to nonprofit to feed children in need. That's what it is. Okay, it says it right there. My apologies. I'm sorry. There's a lot happening in our world, and I don't remember all of it. So anyway, you can go to Teespring. You can jump into the stuff underneath the video. There's a list of items. You can search Teespring Sharonatsea Travel, and I bet this mask will come right up. So if you need a mask for some cruising, that's the one you're going to want.
At the bottom of the video.
John, thank you so much for bringing that up. It's amazing of you to help us promote. We love you, and we love you. Thank you so much for the super chat as well.
Hopefully we'll have our masks this week. They're supposed to come this week, so.
Oh yes, there's a good chance next week you might see us sporting our new gear. Let's see. Kathy Drew said she just started some travel agent courses in February. The virus was just a word at that stage. By mid-March, Australia was starting to bring in restrictions and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Yeah. I know. I'm hearing more and more things out of Australia that about cruising. So that's why I don't know. A couple weeks ago we decided to do the lift and shift on our cruise and move it out to January of 2022. Mm-hmm. Because now I'm not thinking that anything's going to be sailing out of Australia till probably springtime or so. Anyway, so
it's funny you said that.
I'm so glad I did that.
Excuse me a minute. I need to do a quick lift and shift.
Oh my god.
Okay, thank you very much. Had to handle that. I saw that comment. Kevin Count said, "Doesn't the SAST mask look a little bit like underwear asking for a friend?" Kevin, I know who you're referencing, and the two of you can go take that mask and buy yourself one for you and your family to keep you safe on your next travel. Thank you. You thought I was going to say something else.
The color ones are prettier.
Look, Matthew, you want to say thanks to this guy right here? Look at this guy.
Thank you, Papa Mozo, for the $20. A down payment for school for me.
Med school.
A down payment on med school for the boy. Yeah, I'm surprised he went to med school. I thought for sure it would have been for pizza. Papa Mozo is extremely concerned about the quality of your pizza intake on a regular basis. I know that I can't wait for him to meet you, and maybe we'll even see him in Vegas. He's supposed to be in Vegas, and he's going to make sure that there is some good pizza for the boy. I know that for sure. Tess Almond said, I'm in need of a shirt. I'll get one of those instead of the mask, but they are cute. I just hate masks. I just wear it. I just wear whatever ugly, cheap one I have around.
Yeah.
Tess, make it a fashion statement. Take it to the next level. I know you can do it.
I know. I understand. I hate masks too. In fact, it's really hard for me to wear one for long periods of time because for some reason I have trouble breathing if I wear them for too long without taking a little break. So I know how you feel.
I wear one. I'm at work. I'm gone for 10 hours a day, and I wear one all day long. And it's not fun. But you know what? If it gets me on a cruise ship, I'll wear it in the terminal to board. I'll wear it to get on the ship. I'll wear it during the sail away party with tons of people around me. I'll wear it on the way to the dining room, but I'll take it off. I will wear it on the way to the alchemy bar, and then I'll take it off when I get there. I'll take it off to get in the pool. Matthew, you brought up one of the most intelligent things earlier when you were talking about wearing a mask and what would you do if you wore the mask to dinner. What was that thing that you asked me or that you said earlier?
Well, I was asking if, where would people most likely put the mask? Would they, take it down and put it on their neck? Or if they just set it down on the table? Because, and if people would, just kind of, leave the mask, there for the whole entire dinner or just take a bite, mask back on?
That is a good question. That's something that I've never seen anyone bring that up before, and that probably is a good question that they'll have to address at some point, because there'll be people taking their masks off and throwing them around the table if there's no rules, and
I mean, I guess you're only going to be at the table with your family anyway, but I don't want to be I don't want to be there at, sit down at dinner and be like, okay, here, Sharon, will you hold that?
Well, it's just a hygiene, cleanliness kind of thing. Yeah, you don't want a mask that's up against your nose and everything like that just sitting on the table. That'd
be like you go be with blowing your nose and then just leaving it next to you on the dinner table. I think it would not play out.
That's gross, Jamie.
I will wear it if it gets us on the ships. It's a crazy normal just for you. What is up?
But yes. Well, that is something to take into consideration, though.
It is. It's a little bit. It is a little bit weird. I would rather wear a mask than a bra. So Karen Sutherland, thank you for the input. Big G and Snuggles. I will read your comment / question. Cruising is not the problem. It's the return to your country. Governments are going to quarantine you in a hotel for 2 weeks before returning to your home. Would you cruise? Well, listen. If I would cruise just to go on a ship, go to a private island that the cruise ship or that the cruise line owns, and then come back just to get out, get on the water, and start the process. If I need to be part of the of the guinea pigs, if I need to be part of the test group to try to get cruising back, I volunteer and I will do it. I think Sharon would. How about you?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be
any cruise where I meet other teens and make friends and do whatever on a normal cruise. I'm all for it.
Well, normal cruise might be the key word there.
Maybe not exactly.
And I don't, and Big G and Chuggles, I don't believe that returning to home, like back before it was like, okay, someone has the COVID, the entire ship shuts down, it's a full quarantine, you stay on the ship for 2 weeks. I think those days are gone. I think they would put a protocol in place so if someone did have something happen, they would know how to separate them. They would keep an eye on everybody else. They would trace other people that might have come in contact, and when they get you back, they're going to get the people off the ship. I mean, it's everywhere now. It's not like you're trying to save everyone on land by keeping people on the ship. So I think they would just let you off and give you direction and say, hey everyone, something happened on the ship. You should all go get tested. We recommend that you quarantine because you may have been exposed. Do the right thing, just like you would if your coworker came down with it or something like that.
Like
or
right now,
somebody.
Too, like the islands. I'm curious if some of the other islands are going to shut down.
Yeah.
The Bahamas, just announced yesterday that they were shutting the borders again. Who knows how long that'll be for. So that'll affect probably cruising if it does come back. The other islands, I don't know. Right now, even if you fly there, pretty much, every island, I think, has some sort of restrictions where you have to have a COVID-19 test. The only place that doesn't is Mexico.
And you never know what'll happen there.
Well, but you know, I think like St. Martin and St. Thomas, they're like, I think you have to have within 72 hours of arriving there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's St. Lucia. Some of the other ones, it's 7 days. I heard it's not a funny story, but I'll share a story with you that I heard. I'm on a lot of travel agent Facebook groups, and I heard a story over the weekend that it was kind of crazy.
It's a horror story.
It is. It's kind of a horror story. So a travel agent was devastated because she had booked her one of her clients on a trip to Aruba. They were at the airport ready to fly to Aruba over the weekend, and they called her frantic because they would not let them on the plane because they did not have their negative COVID test. And I guess the travel agent said when she checked a few weeks back, that wasn't required. Well, now it is. Mm-hmm. and so she didn't tell her clients. The clients didn't check, so nobody checked, and so their trip was kind of put to a halt right then and there. So there was all these, people trying to help her out and things. A lot of people said, to quickly book them a trip to Mexico and send them there instead, and all kinds of things.
Well, that's why, it goes to show not only do you need to do your own research, but also it pays to have a top-notch travel professional like Sharonatsea Travel taking care of your travel needs.
Well, you should check if you're doing any kind of travels right now that's not in the U.S. You should check almost daily to see if there's any new updates.
It could literally
because
change.
It can change overnight what they're requiring and the time frames. And a lot of places like I think it's Aruba, I think it's Jamaica too, I'm not sure, but a lot of them are not. Jamaica will give you a test when you arrive if you're not from one of the hotspot states. So if you're from like Arizona, Florida, Texas, and there's actually like about 15 more or so on the list. They won't test you when you get there, so you have to come with your test or you'll be denied entry there. And I think Aruba has those same stipulations for the hotspot states, and a lot of them are doing that now too, just because some of the states are kind of spiking.
I'm wondering how they'll know what state you came from on your flight, unless there's something like maybe just wherever the flight.
Your flight comes from.
I guess so, but what if I'm flying? What if I'm flying like from Arizona, which is a hotspot, to somewhere else, and then that flight takes me to Aruba? Are they only going off of my original?
They'll know the route of your flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I did hear it was interesting. If you stop somewhere, like say you come from a state that's not a hot spot and you stop in a state that is to change planes, that's okay. They don't. It's from where you originally came from.
Okay. Papa Mozo, thank you so much for another super chat there. The $50 pizza cash. It doesn't get any more super than that, he said.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to have $50 pizza cash.
Thank you, Papa Mozo.
A $50 budget for Matthew in Vegas. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I saw Kathy Drew. Thank you so much. The A next to the $5 super chat. Thank you. We appreciate it. And thanks for the cute little sticker as well there. I believe the A means Australia. Kathy, I'm not sure if you know this, but $5 Australian is $1,000 US. So thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's the wrong conversion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to get.
I do. I'm an idiot. Kathy, thank you. We really appreciate it. We love you for that. Thank you so much. And Timothy Walters, new trivia question: how much pizza can Matthew eat in 3 days? Oh man! If he has full reign of the New York hotel, he'll show you what's up.
Yeah.
Well, maybe on the cruises in 3 days, I have about close to 20 slices in 3 days on the cruise.
Maybe that would be a good question for people to guess. And
I'll keep track when we're in Vegas.
And we can let them know.
I'll keep track.
Tesselman, don't worry. I have my own money for the drink package. I won't use any of Matthew's pizza money. Janice Harden says, "Do you honestly think cruising would happen this year?" Janice, I'll tell you what. I really have no idea, but I will continue to think positively and keep my fingers crossed. It's got to happen sooner or later. And if we can find some kind of I don't know. I mean, if the numbers can go down again, if they put some plans in place, I don't think that cruising will be any more or less dangerous than doing anything else during the course of the day that puts you out there. I have been working with the public.
That's true, but that doesn't necessarily.
And you know what? I've been working with the public
people in charge
day in
feedback.
and day out. I've been working with people since April 1st when I went back to work after our last cruise, and I have had tons of people in my face, no masks, didn't want to wear masks, fighting about it. I've dealt with all that crap, and I am here to talk about it, and you know, and I try to be careful at work, and I would do the same thing on a cruise. You know, I'm not going to go up to some stranger and be like, hey, are you in line here for the Faster to the Fun line, or can I get in front of you? You know, I mean, it's just not going to happen anymore.
Oh my God.
Not going to happen. So listen, let me get back to a little bit of what we were talking about earlier, because I do have a couple things to share with you guys, if that's cool. Is that cool?
Yep.
So we mentioned earlier about when did we first, when did this thing first present itself, and when did we know? And Matthew was so smart to point out, in January on the Encore, we saw the first glimpse while this thing was still overseas, but because it was hitting the cruise ships, the Princess cruise ships, they were reacting to it. And then, of course, it was March 7th when we went out to get on our first cruise. Sharon and I were talking earlier, and we brought up the topic of, we've always looked back at terrible things that happened, and we said, do you remember where you were, what you were doing when it happened? When 9/11 happened, I mean, even to this day, all these years later, people still remember, where was I? What was I doing? What, how did I first hear about it? And I wonder if this whole virus is going to take the place of that, and will this become another 9/11? I mean, or far greater. I mean, I don't know, depending on how you want to look at it.
In a different way.
Yeah, in a different way. But will this be something that we'll look back on in 20 years and be like, boy, I remember when that thing first came around.
I think so.
Will it have that effect on us, or will it be longer and drawn out, and will it finally subside, and then will people look back and compare it to other things that have happened? What was the thing? The Spanish flu and the swine flu and influenza itself.
Was talking about that. He brought that up over the weekend about was it the Spanish flu?
The 1918 to 1920 Spanish, was it Spanish flu or Spanish influenza? I forget the exact.
Influenza's that,
Yeah,
same thing.
And that originated from the war that was going on, World War I, in the trenches, and then it kind of like spread around throughout the globe, similar to how the virus has.
The PM19. It's okay. We're we can speak freely tonight.
But it said, I mean, that lasted with no vaccine or anything. It lasted about 2 years, and then it just sort of, I guess,
kind of
faded out. It ran its course, so to speak.
And that one,
I guess.
and until recently, up until the 2000s, that one was pretty widely forgotten, because it wasn't really something that a lot of people look back on, because the main focus of that time was the war, and not a flu.
Well, I'll tell you what. Looking back to when it really presented itself to us, I think was when back on March 7th, when we were getting ready to get on the Panorama, and I would look back a little bit on the 7th of March of this year. There was a total of 435 or so cases that had to do with the U.S. And they were spread out over some different states, so there wasn't one big thing. New York hadn't been hit big yet. Other places hadn't been hit big. I know Washington was one of the first places to get hit big as well, which is so weird because they're opposite sides of the country. And a chunk, there were a number of cases. There were U.S. citizens that were on those two Princess ships, and I think that's why cruising got such a bad rap right out of the gate, because the first thing that everybody saw here in the U.S. were the news stories of cruise ship bringing over the the virus and all that. But I remember, Sharon, I don't know if you remember, but I mean the morning of, I mean, we drove. We knew there was some stuff going on, but we were prepared to do the right things and be as safe as we could and follow any rules that the cruise lines had. We weren't oblivious to it, but it wasn't what it is today. And we were certainly, I guess I don't want to say we didn't take it serious, but I guess we didn't take it that serious at the time, because we didn't know what it was, and we were just figuring, that it would just come around and be gone, and it would be a done deal, like a lot of other illnesses and things. So I remember looking back and when we first got to the port. So this isn't a time machine, so don't get all worked up over it. But just a little look back on a few moments in time. when we here's us when we first got to the port. A couple of clips we took. I just pulled some raw video clips from the files, so there may or may not be goofy things in here. There may not be stressful moments, so don't judge. Some of it's clean footage, some of it's a little weird, but whatever. Just you can watch this.
Hey everyone, we are at the port. We are getting ready to go head hopefully inside soon. There's been a little delay on embarkation day here today.
That is right. If you guys, I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but it's March 7th right now, 2020, and we are right in the middle of the coronavirus scare. And things are a little bit crazy. Right, we got to the port early, like our regular time, and there's been a delay. They're taking their sweet time getting everybody off the ship. Some medical thing. They're double checking folks. But it looks like we're going to be getting on the ship soon, a couple hours, whatever. I'm not sure, but we're going to go hang out in the port, see if we can put our feet up, chill out.
It's cold here.
It is. Look at this.
We had our new Sharonatsea shirts, and we had to cover them all up with sweatshirts. It is
That's
so
right.
cold, I had to put my hoodie on.
Us Arizona folks are not used to the chilly weather.
All right, so that was like one of the first things. We were just getting there. What are you doing?
Oh, there was something right there. It was
What?
like wet on your... I don't know what it was on your chair.
Oh, what do you do? You're so weird. So that was one of the first things. You know, we got into the port. We were just realizing that things weren't going to be smooth as they usually are, and stuff like that. And we spent the whole day not really knowing what was going to happen. There were delays after delays. We went in the terminal. People filed in. We got there early because we drove, and we didn't really have anywhere to go. We were communicating with other people. Amanda Graves, Ruth Todd, we were talking to them during the day, and they were out doing some other fun stuff, and we were, part of us was like, man, we should, maybe we should get out of here, and then part of us was like, no, I want to be here, because once they let us on, I want to be ready for it, and because we thought it could happen at any moment.
Well, and then we didn't want to take off and drive anywhere, because the parking lot was so full, we would have never found a parking spot.
It was totally full, because there was still a cruise out. All the cars from the people on the ship were still there. All the cars from the people wanting to get on the ship were still there.
And the cars
there's
from the
another
other
ship.
Yeah, the other ship that had already gone out.
Because there's two other ships
well,
at the
actually,
port, right?
the Inspiration and Imagination were both out, so those cars were all there as well.
So a little bit later into the evening, night began to fall, and we started. One thing that was super cool, if you can call it that, was we did have communication with people that were on the ship. Matthew was looking at some different forums and stuff he was checking out, and we were trying to we had a couple different resources for information, probably some resources that others, I don't know how many other people there were actually talking to people who were on the ship at the time, maybe not many. And in our little area where we were, there were one or two people that we shared a few pieces of information with, but nothing too drastic, because we didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, and we didn't want to start spreading rumors that may or may not have been true or whatever. So then night started to fall.
Everyone's funneling into the cruise terminal up there. And we just came out for a breather to see what's going on and see what's happening. So they're trying to get everybody into the terminal as night falls, so they have everyone in one spot and they can see what's happening. I will tell you right now that if word comes that this cruise is not going to go and they have to empty this terminal out, I don't know what the scene is going to be. People are going to be pretty bent. So our plan is, if they do cancel this thing, I don't want to say that out loud, but if they do cancel it, we're going to hightail it over, hopefully maybe to the Renaissance or a local hotel, get a good night's sleep, hopefully come back in the morning and try it again.
All right, so then, sorry about that. so that was all going on, and yes, I saw a comment out there. Yes, Matthew did have pizza, and Sharon did as well.
We all had pizza.
Yeah, we were starving, and there were hundreds of people in line at a taco and burger cart that probably handles about 100 people a day. Well, they're trying to handle thousands, so we ordered pizza. Matthew and I walked over to the Queen Mary and got some. Sharon stayed back a lot.
We ordered it at the...
Well, we ordered it, and then we picked it up. They delivered it to the Queen Mary because they had to have an address, and they were familiar with that address. And then Sharon stayed back a lot as Matthew and I poked our heads out of the terminal. You were handling clients and doing all of your side stuff and just hanging out in there while Matthew and I were roaming around the joint.
Watching our luggage.
Keep an eye on the luggage. That was crucial as well. But we were trying to keep up with all this stuff, and we had a feeling like all the while we're hearing that the people on the ship were allowed back to their cabins. They were being served food. They were creating activities for them for the evening that weren't there yet, and sharing it with the people.
They were turning down their beds for the night, things like that. So we kind of knew that things weren't looking good, that we were going to be getting on that ship. I think we were just wondering, though, are we ever going to get on the ship like the next day or the weekend, or are we going to end up being sent home? Right. With no cruise.
Right. Francis Ditto, thank you so much for the super chat. Very nice of you. We really, really appreciate it. Francis said, when you guys had to find a hotel that night, did you consider the Queen Mary? I don't think we did, because
not at that time. We've considered staying there before in the past, but at this point it was too... the way everything happened, everything was really quick, and it was like you needed to find a place quick or you weren't going to have a place. There were so many people that weren't able to find a hotel even near there. Like they had to drive quite a ways to find a hotel.
Well, I mean, we're sitting in a terminal with thousands of people, and at least we knew that we had a car outside. If worst case scenario,
some people didn't have cars.
We're getting in our car, and we're sleeping in it. I mean, that's our worst case scenario. We have a car to sleep in. There's a ton of people there who flew in and got dropped off, taxi, Uber, whatever, that had nowhere to go. And we heard some horror stories about people that were struggling for hours later that evening trying to get a hotel. I mean, it was just, crazy, crazy stuff for sure.
Yeah.
So then they started making an announcement that they were putting together some information that they were going to share, and I think this little clip talks a little bit about that. Again, it's just rough video, so don't judge or anything. I mean, there's a point where you turn on the camera and then you turn it off, and there's always something between turning it on and what you're actually saying of any importance, or you're trying to put in a blog or whatever.
We need to get out of there.
And well, it started getting a little more serious.
What's going on, everybody? Jamie here again with the Blue Man Group behind me. What the heck? This wall is so blue. Hey, speaking of blue, we might be a little blue right now. We just got text word that Carnival is putting out a very detailed email shortly on what's going on. We also got word from some folks on the ship that said they've got a whole layout of plans that were given them for the night's activities, and they said it looks like they will not be getting off the ship tonight, and we kind of are feeling that way too. I don't know if we're going to be getting on the ship tomorrow, what the plan is, but right now we, meaning us, meaning we, are going to be, are going to be making some alternative plans for some place to sleep tonight. So we'll see what happens. Got an announcement going right now.
Thank you for your patience and cooperation today.
Oh boy, here we
go. For those that have not signed up for text alerts, we are working on a detailed email update.
Oh, they're giving us a detailed email update.
It will be sent to you
within
30 minutes.
All right, so we're going to be looking into, probably looking into getting a hotel room. We'll see what happens.
All right, so at that point, they're announcing that they're going to be sending out an email to everyone, letting them know what's happening. And meanwhile, Sharon and I are getting word, and even Matthew's seeing stuff where, more and more of this cruise isn't going to happen. Now,
well, that's when we heard people say that they had already set the came in and turned the beds down for the night. They told them they were sleeping on the ship if they wanted. So at that point, we knew that letter was going to be telling us that we weren't going to be cruising.
Yes.
We already kind of knew what it was.
I see Ruth Todd saying, the minute I heard we weren't sailing until the next day, I got on the Hilton app and rebooked. Ruth, weren't you already at the bar at the Hilton? Can you just walk right over to the front desk and say, I'll need a room for another night, please? And what we were all waiting for was someone was ill in the morning, and someone, from what I heard, someone reported someone else being ill during debarkation, or as debarkation was beginning. No one had gotten off the ship yet. And Carnival took a look at this person, looked into it, and said, we don't believe this is a case of the virus. But when the word got out, the local health officials said, we want to check it out ourselves. So that's when they took the person off the ship and said, we're going to send them in for a test. Well, the test they were hoping would take about 6 hours, expedited because of the situation. They were hoping by 3 o'clock that information would be back to us. 3 turned into 5 to 6 to 9. It kept getting later, and that's when Carnival was putting together a letter. Meanwhile, we're sitting there going, we need to get the hell out of here.
Well, it took them, they had to put together a letter, and I can see where it took a little while. They had to kind of let people know what they were going to do. You know, they put out that they were going to cover so much of the hotels for people and, you know, so much of the food, you know, your food that you spent that day and things like that. So they were trying to put something together to give out to people to kind of, you know, to help all the madness that people.
For sure. So all right, so then we decided it was time to make a move, and it was time to get out. And what's funny is it immediately at the end of this video clip, I don't really think you can hear any of it, but moments later, a person approached us who was from a local Long Beach newspaper and asked us if they could talk to us and write a little story. It wasn't a video thing, but it was a story in the paper. A few people even saw it and sent it to us. I don't have it anymore, and I don't know where we want to put it, but it was just kind of crazy. So then we decided it was time to get the heck out of there.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep you posted. We're still waiting for the email.
Yes.
So as soon as we get it, we'll let you know.
And Matthew's been checking out a forum where some people are posting, and one guy said that they're making up beds for tonight, and if the ship gets cleared tonight, they're free to get off the ship, or they can stay on and get off in the morning. So
someone from the ship just texted me and said, we're staying on the ship tonight. So that's
yes,
official.
that's official. The people on the ship
We're
said
not
they're staying on the ship. It's over, Johnny. We're going to find a hotel room, and we'll worry about our check bag in the morning. We'll find it. That's the deal.
All right, so we got out of there. We jetted out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up right at the end of the video. I don't have any fancy like exit thing to figure out when it's ending. I just know that it's ending. But how much? Do you remember a lot of that evening? I mean, those points in time and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, once we left there, we were trying to call the Residence Inn where we had stayed. No, we didn't stay, but where we thought we would stay. You know, so we called there. It kept busy. The phone.
Oh yeah, we couldn't get through anywhere.
Everyone obviously was just trying to call every hotel, trying to get a reservation for them.
And at the point there where we're just outside, the email hadn't come out yet. People were just in there waiting. When we looked at each other and said we need to get the hell out of here, and I was like, listen, just grab your stuff and follow me. And we just grabbed our bags and we just kind of put our heads down and walked through. I mean, there's thousands of people in the terminal. We just put our heads down and got the heck out of there.
What was funny is there were several times when evening kind of set in before this, like maybe an hour before this, where you could hear like the carts and everything where they moved the luggage and stuff. You could kind of hear it in the back of the terminal there, they were probably kind of just bringing it all back in to close it off for the evening. But when people heard that noise of like that opening up and things, noise
they
of
erupted.
But the
it's like
things that, you know,
they're carrying the luggage carts. They make a ton of noise,
people
clanging around.
So you heard people like kind of hooting and hollering, getting all excited, and even people almost like standing up like they thought they were gonna be like just getting in line to get on the ship.
I think what they were putting the carts and all the luggage things back into the dome, into the terminal for the night. Meanwhile, people thought that might be an indicator that they were bringing luggage off the ship.
But no one's even gotten off the ship yet.
Yeah, but no one has any idea.
They were just so wound up.
Just going off of sounds, it was crazy. So then we have our next little thing where, and this is where we got a little. You're gonna see Sharon yell at me in this video clip, so don't be surprised. Oh yeah, yes, you got hot. Because we're
I'm curious what you're
so
gonna
now we've made the decision. Tess Almond, thank you, Matthew, outstanding. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tess. We really appreciate it. Tess says this is for Sharon's first drink on her first cruise after the PM 19.
Thank you,
Tess.
Tess.
Tess Almond, you're lovely. Thank you so much for the super chat. So now we're making a beeline and we're trying to get to the car because we're realizing that people are going to start to funnel out of here and it's going to get crazy. And if you've ever been to Long Beach Terminal, there's like one way out. It's not like there's 10 different roads to get out of there. There's one way, and it was going to be nutso. So then we try to make a run to the car and get in an elevator, and you know it was stressful. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. So here, this is real video right here.
All right, guys. So yeah, just to confirm, we are heading back to our car. Oh, sure, guys, hit the. Come on. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go. You don't need the credit card right away. Just get someone on the phone.
You're gonna have to give them a credit card, Jamie, and I have to dig all that out. And my number.
What number you need, boss? 4. Okay, we're there.
And everyone is trying to get out of here like a bat out of hell, so they don't have a 4-hour traffic jam getting out of the port. And you guys heading to a hotel? You drive here? Yeah, of course you drove here. Okay, there's some lucky ones too. They're there. They drove. All right, so we pulled the trigger on getting out of here. We're heading back to the car. We're gonna try to get a hotel room and then deal with everything in the morning. Our luggage is still here. We're just gonna try to come back for that. We're not gonna worry about it now. We don't want to stand with thousands of people waiting on one luggage, and hopefully they'll sit on it till the morning. I don't see why they wouldn't. So right now we're gonna hop in the car, try to get out of here before there's a major traffic jam. That's the deal. We'll keep you posted.
Oh yeah, and you know, I'm like, Sharon, find us a hotel. She's like, I'm trying. And meanwhile, I'm like, hey everybody, Jamie here. Here's a quick update on what's going on.
I like moving with the luggage. I got the phone trying to find.
Oh yeah, and I'm just rocking the thing like a super pro vlogger. Like, we have nowhere to stay tonight. Don't worry, everybody, it's gonna be fine. Jamie here with Sharonatsea Travel, and meanwhile, Matthew's there, and he's just like, whatever. He's just going with the flow. He was super cool the whole time. You were great. I would tell you what, I'll line up 10 kids who would have gone berserk, being stuck in there all day with us and with nothing else to do. I mean, I know you were locked in on your phone. Thank God for technology. So that worked out well. But yeah, I mean, it was getting heated. I'm like, come on. And Sharon's going, I have to get my credit card, you know.
Well, because you have to, you have to.
Well, I'm saying
just call and tell them to hold a room.
I'm like, just get them on the phone, and then you can get your card out, and you're trying to get the card out in case you get them on the phone, and you know, we're bickering, and it was stressful and all that. And then we knew things were going to be serious when we finally got in our car, and we got out of there. Our plan was working to a T.
We were one of the first ones.
Yeah, we were some of the first ones to get out, and there was just a minute holdup while some other vehicle was coming by. And then we saw this.
We made it to the car. We got out of the parking lot in a hot second, which was our plan. We are making a run to find somewhere to crash for the night before everyone else does. I got myself here. There's Sharon. Matthew's in the back.
To get a hotel before they're gone.
That's right. We're checking some rooms, some rates, and we're going to see where we end up staying. Funny thing, guys, big police officer presence here as we're pulling out. Check this out.
I think they are getting ready for some unhappy people here shortly.
So a handful of police. We haven't seen that before. Maybe it's something where, you know, when Carnival announces, hey, you guys are gonna have to find something to do for your own tonight, they figure people are gonna be pissed off and they want to get ahead of it. I'm assuming that's why there's been a little bit of a delay in announcing these things. We're still waiting on an official email, but thanks to the fact that we had some contacts, some people we knew on board and things like that, we were able to kind of get the inside scoop.
The police, when we saw the police presence, we were like, okay, this, you know, they're preparing for people to be pretty pissed off and angry, and, you know, who knows what was about to happen.
But from what we heard, nothing really happened. Mm-hmm. Everyone was pretty calm. And I will say that I don't think anyone really got, I mean, people were upset,
yes,
but there were no like breakout fights.
I don't know what happened between the time we left the port and then, you know, the rest of the evening, but everything we saw was cool and calm. And the crazy thing was, after that, we made our way to the hotel, and it was and we pulled in, and I was like, Sharon, get out. I didn't park. I just pulled right up to the door, and she jumped out and ran in. And I don't know, I mean, some of you probably saw the vlog and maybe remember some of these clips or whatever, or pieces of these videos.
Room.
There wasn't even a room. At first the guy says no. Then he comes back and says, yeah, okay, there's I do have a holdover room or like an extra room or something, and hooks you up. Yeah, he said no, you know, we're sold out. Mm-hmm. Well, the girl said we're sold out, kind of, and then he said, yeah, we're sold out, and then he said, oh, wait a minute, and he's like, let me check something. He went back, and I guess they have overflow rooms that, you know, that they have to keep for probably emergencies and things like that.
And this was an emergency considering
yeah.
they're about to have.
Well, that was for us.
So he's like, "Oh, you're lucky." He's like, "I have one more room."
And
So
literally, like 2
we'll
minutes
take it.
later, a guy walks up to the counter trying to get a room. And they're like, "We're sorry, sir." And this guy literally walked away, sat down, and tried to make another phone call. So part of us is like, "Wow, we feel so bad," and part of us, we were so
I
happy.
didn't even feel like it was like a leftover room. It was. It was
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. So at this point, we're waiting for the final result to come in because Carnival is giving direction, and I saw a question in the chat. Carnival did come out and say, we will give you credit for up to X amount of dollars for your room, and we will give you a food credit if you have to buy some food, and they did a reimbursement. It took a while, but they did, and they took care of us.
It really didn't take that long, though. I didn't send ours in right away. It was probably almost 3 weeks after we got home before I sent it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we had it within about 4 weeks. I mean, it was about 4 weeks, but they sent us a check in the mail for our hotel reimbursement. So.
That was cool. And then so we got into our room. We tried to catch our breath. We were looking to see if there's any information. And then we're like, well, we need to go live. We need to do a live stream and let people know what happened.
Yeah, we weren't sure completely what was happening. Were we still gonna
were we in? Were we out for the next day?
Sail the next day or what? And then we finally found out what was going on.
So we did a live. We were, I mean, I don't know. We were on for 45 minutes. I mean, all the regulars were there, and then some. Tons of people chimed in, and they were there and supporting us. And we tried to keep people updated on Facebook all day, and did a few videos and stuff. And so we did a little live show. Right towards the end of the live show, a few people started making comments, and we found out a little bit of information. And it was literally like we were starting to say goodbyes, and then that happened. Guys, thank you so much. Everyone just saying goodnight. It's so overwhelming to see all the great names. Oh my God, Lori DeShield.
Lori.
You're out of my... Oh,
my
Jesus.
gosh.
You're crazy, Lori.
Lori.
You are crazy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think that definitely was. 430 people earlier. You guys are amazing. We are blown away. Blown away.
That's crazy.
Debbie Moser said the test was negative. Debbie, where did Jilly Willie said negative? Is that official word?
I'm gonna go check that really quick.
Matthew's gonna check it. Let's see. We'll tell you right now. If this is gonna be, if that's the real deal, and you guys aren't yanking our chain, then we're getting on that ship tomorrow morning.
I heard from somebody that is on board right now.
Hell, I'll go back right now and get on that ship,
the
guys,
test
and
came
meet you at the
back
Aqua Bar.
negative, and people had the option of disembarking tonight, or they could wait till in the morning. I don't know if anyone's going to disembark tonight. If it was me, I would just wait till morning.
Okay,
But
we're
anyway,
gonna let Matthew check.
That's what I heard from
So
someone that
far,
is-
Raphael.
there is no customs clearance, but the test came back negative.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
We're getting on that ship tomorrow, boy.
That's what I heard.
Okay, guys. Wow, that was awesome. We got to wrap up the night here live with you guys with a negative test. Wow. We were so excited. A few people commented that they found out, we're waiting for the test to come back. All we needed was the test for the person to come back negative, and that would allow everything to go to happen. And sure enough, it was late in the evening, and we got the word, and we finally got text. Actually, the text I got was from Matt Mitchum, of all people. It wasn't Matt Mitchum was communicating with us. I guess he was between ships, or I don't know what the heck was going on.
He was sending out the
So he was the one sending out a lot of communications.
communication for the ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was the word. And so we got the scoop. We're like, oh my God, it's going to happen. And then shortly after, I think something came to us from Carnival about please be there. And they said, please make sure you're at the port by 10 a.m. the next morning. And we're like, yes, we will be there. So, so then, the next morning came along, and it was business as usual. What's going on, everybody? Good morning from the Residence Inn in Long Beach, California. Guess what? It's Cruise Day! Hold on, wait a minute. It's Cruise Day? I thought yesterday was Cruise Day.
It was.
Did we miss something?
We did.
Why
we
am I-
did miss something.
Hold on a second. It was Cruise Day yesterday, and now it's Cruise Day today. What happened yesterday? What was the deal? Sharon, what happened yesterday?
That's a long story.
Hashtag-
Yesterday's a long story.
Hashtag she gone.
Yeah.
Yesterday's gone.
On to a new day, and we are gonna have a wonderful day. It's Cruise Day.
It's Cruise Day,
Let's
guys.
go.
We're going to go check out the cruise ship today. Hopefully we get on this ship without any issues. Come along with us for the ride. It's going to be a good one. And then we proceeded to go there, get on the cruise, and have an awesome 6-day cruise instead of 7. Yes, they did. They prorated the dollar amount for the cruise. I think they threw us some onboard credit, if I'm not mistaken. Mazatlan got changed around.
Well, they took Mazatlan out.
Yep.
And then the other two ports were free.
Yes, and we had excursions outside the cruise line booked, and we had to change those.
And
but that's the deal.
The 2 days going and coming back, they switched those. I think we had one.
Because at the end of the cruise there was 2 days left.
Yeah, so
we
had
and said
2
they changed it to 1 and 2 days
going
on
down.
the first.
Looks like we got a super chat from Pearlman19 saying, "I'm so sorry I messed with your cruise." Well, Pearlman19, it's nice of you to feel bad about messing with the cruise, but I think you owe everyone here an apology, not just us. So
I love the little thumbnail too.
Yes. So that's amazing. I don't know who that is. I have a few ideas who it might be. I'm sure that the word will come out soon enough.
Well, thank you, Pearlman19.
Yes, thank you very much for the super chat, Pearlman19. Very, very nice. See the world with Chris. What's going on, Chris? The hotel was, where was that? Was the Residence Inn?
Yeah, Residence Inn.
Residence Inn. It's the second closest, the third. Queen Mary's the closest hotel. Then you have the Maya. And then you have the Residence Inn.
And we also stayed at the same hotel when you guys went to that. What was it? The inaugural event?
Oh yeah, the inaugural event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So we got a lot of time in at that hotel. So
yeah, we like that hotel. Hotel Maya is a little nicer, but this one works out better for us because they have the included breakfast, which Matthew likes. They have the little kitchen area and things, and it's just for a family like for us, it just works out better. It's more cost effective. There's just more things included.
Who did I think it's Eddie Moonshine in the chat. What is going on, Eddie? Eddie was on. Well, Eddie was on the cruise. Eddie was on the cruise before us. Yeah. Eddie. Eddie, I don't know if you recall who it was that kept feeding us all that amazing information, but if you talk to that person, tell them again that we said thanks. It was awesome.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Matt Mitchum was on that ship with Emma. They were both on it that week before.
Big G and Snuggles switching up saying, "Matthew, are you taller than the old goats?" Thank you, Big G and Snuggles. You can call me an old goat, but when you put Sharon in the old goat, you're going to get yourself in some trouble. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
He's taller. He just hit 6 foot.
Yes.
Yeah. He just hit 6 foot.
Good evening, everyone. To Liz Breen, the mother hen from the ship show, is in the house. What is going on, Liz? Liz, did you miss all of the fun video montage that we just went through? We just revisited all the fun we had on that first day when we found out. Now, we didn't get into it. I didn't pull the video from it, but there were a few changes on the ship. They were focused on sanitizing. The buffet was shut down. It was switched around, so everything was served to us. They were making sure everyone was hand sanitizing and doing all this. There was no talk of social distancing at this time, but then on the last day, obviously as the last day came, we're like, okay, well here we are. We're supposed to get off the ship, so we got into port. So that was number one. That was good news. Then number two is we need to make sure people are getting off. So I can remember it's getting a little late in the morning. I'm not hearing any announcements.
Yeah, we didn't hear any at first. It was kind of weird, a little strange.
So I'm looking over the side. We're on the Lido deck, and I'm looking over the side trying to see people get off the ship. And I'm not seeing anyone go down the gangway, which is, up and running. And then after a little bit, I saw people. And it was more than just like a onesie or a twosie. So I felt like it was actually guests and not like, people that worked on the ship or had to get off or whatever. So at that point, we were like, woo! And there you go. And we were like, thank God we're getting off the ship and everything's going to be good.
Then we got in the car and headed home and decided to stop at the store because we heard that if we
there was no toilet paper.
The world has no more toilet paper.
And that's when we were lucky enough to meet Amy Elke. We met someone who was familiar with us, and we knew her from being from her stuff, her interactions on the ship show. And she knew us because she had watched our channel too. I don't even know. I don't think she's in here.
Yeah, I see her.
Is she out there?
Yeah, she's right there.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Yes, and that's when we met. And that's when we saw Amy Elke, and she came out to us in the Walmart as we're searching for toilet paper. And goes, "Hey, what's up, Sharonatsea?" And we're like, "What the hell?" We drove 5.5 hours home from Long Beach, stopped at a Walmart down there, not too far from our house, and boom, there she was.
Hi, Jeffrey Laura. It's okay if you're late.
Jeffrey Laura, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Cheers, Jeffrey. I'm having a little vodka in your honor. It's not Tito's, but what is really when you think about that, huh? Stopped a good old Buckeye. That is right, Amy. Rachel loves Disney. What is going on? Thank you for saying that. Rachel says, hit the like button if you would.
Thank you, Rachel.
So that was a lot of fun. Hello, Bill W. Just logged in. Do you think your October group cruise is going to go? Listen, I don't know if it's going to go, but here's what I know. Right now, the captain of the ship is on vacation, and the ship itself is heading back to the Caribbean. From what I understand, it's probably going to be going down near the Bahamas and kind of settling in and kicking back and relaxing. All these ships have been repatriating. Am I saying that right? Repatriating?
Yeah.
Matthew, am I saying that right?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
When they get all of the people home from the ships.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out if I said it right.
First. Yeah, the second time you were.
Okay. Anyway, so they've been doing that, and now the breeze is heading back. Okay, so that's a piece of good news, that it's heading back to the Caribbean, and that the captain's getting a vacation so he can come back and get that ship to set sail come October 1. So we'll see what happens. Everything around our cruise has been changed. The breeze cruises after our cruise have been canceled or changed. Cruises before our cruise, we still have we're in a bubble. Our cruise is currently in a bubble, and hopefully, like sports, our bubble will stay. So we'll see what happens. Ashley Moy said, hey, and Matthew's here tonight. Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
I love it. It's like we've been here an hour and 13 minutes, and people are still rolling in like, oh, hey, what's up? Matthew's here. Good to see you. Arif Stoon. I'm going to go with Stoon. Hello, I'm from Indonesia. What is up, Arif? Love it to have you here. Repatriation. Thank you, Robbie O'Malley. Dang it, you're awesome, Robbie. I love that guy. Cheers to you, buddy.
It sounded funny because you were saying repatriating.
Well, you repatriate. It's repatriation when they tell them, and you repatriate. And that when I say repatriate, Leanne Francisconi thinks I'm talking about the Patriots, the New England Patriots, and her and Brian are like, "What? Did he say the Patriots?" No, I didn't, guys. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't. Joanne Ormsby, what's going on? Tess Almond for Jamie's first drink on his next cruise. Fingers crossed it'll be the breeze. Tess, thank you so much. You guys are extremely generous this evening.
So nice.
You're
Tess.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you. You've come through for us, and we really appreciate it. Nikki and Rich Adventure said, Matthew, do you go in the different teen clubs, or do you just make friends on the ship and go from there?
Well, usually the friendships that lots of people make on the cruises, for different teams and stuff, it originates in the teen clubs, and then sometimes they'll sometimes they'll tend to stay there, hang out there. Sometimes they'll meet in other places, hang out in other places on the ship. It just depends on the people there and what they want to do. Because sometimes people, they may not be big fans of staying in the teen club because they may not like the activities there, but they still want to hang out with people that they met. And so it just depends on that, really. And usually for most cruises, for me, I'll meet people in the teen club, and we'll sometimes meet up there. Sometimes we'll stay there for a bit, and sometimes we'll kind of go do our own thing around the ship as well. Find other places to hang out.
There you have it. Big Gene Snuggles had a question: does the captain have to be on board the cruise ship if they're stationary? Well, they don't. There's second in command. There's other people who run the ship and stuff like that. Just like any business or any place you work, there's a manager and an assistant man, and they have all that kind of stuff like that. So, Jeffrey Lard said, "You guys are the best. Thanks for your email today." Oh, Jeffrey.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Did Jeffrey get a hookup?
He did.
Oh, boy.
So anyone, Carnival's having a $49 deposit sale right now, or promo, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And also except for the new ships. The new ships are $149 for a deposit. But they are also offering $100 onboard credit. So a lot of people were able to take advantage of that today. And if they were already booked, I was able to add that $100 onboard credit to their cruise. So just about everyone, but about 2 people booked on the Panama Canal group cruise that we have in March got $100 onboard credit today. So.
Wow. And you just saw that, did it on your own, and then emailed people saying, by the way, I got you your onboard credit.
Well, I saw it yesterday that it was coming late last night, so I got up early and got
Sharon, please,
it
will
all
you,
done early. So
for God's sakes, toot your own damn horn for once. Great job. You saw it and got everyone their onboard credit and then told them you got it and they didn't even have to do anything.
No.
Yeah, that's freaking good. High five. America's travel agent right here, guys. If you're not contacting sharonatsea Travel for your travels, I don't know what you're doing.
Goodness.
She's one of the top people in her profession. She does it all herself. She crushes it. She's the official travel agent of the ship show, for crying out loud. They know what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
You should too. sharonatsea@gmail.com. Please.
Gina Burr said, "What a well-spoken young man."
I was just about to read that. That is amazing. Very nice, very nice. Coming in late, number one mama, what's going on? Watching a movie with the hubby. Great to see all three of you. My 13-year-old only comes out of his room for food and bathroom breaks. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it there, number one mama.
We've been actually having at
Movie
least
nights.
at
Movie
least
nights?
once a week, sometimes twice a week. We've been doing movie nights where we all just hang out and watch a movie.
Yeah, but Sharon always falls asleep.
I
Oh
think
no,
that's
that's
you.
not her.
Yeah.
Emily Archer said, "How did they get you, Matthew, to come out on YouTube Live? Did we bribe you, or did you come out of the goodness? Did we threaten you at all to be here tonight?"
I came on the goodness of my heart.
Excellent.
I was told that many people were missing me, and it was my duty to go onto the live show and say hey to everybody.
Wow, outstanding. They were missing you big time.
Garrett says, "Nice haircut, Matthew."
Thank you.
Yes,
And
and Mom and I
Tess-
are running out of stuff to talk about.
And Tess is saying that she's seen some drunk teens on the Lido.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes there's some, teens out there who, might get into some bad stuff, make bad decisions, and I avoid that. And
That's right, Matthew.
That's our boy.
we what are the two? I don't know if I'm being too general here. There's two rules we usually give you when we let you go out and have fun and do your own thing on the cruise ship. What are those rules?
Don't make bad decisions and
Others make.
Don't mess with anybody else.
don't mess with anyone else's vacation.
Don't screw up anybody else's vacation. Very good stuff. Yes. But Tess, if you want to see some drunk people on the Lido at 3 a.m., this is what you're looking for right here. Look at this face. This is the one that you're going to see doing that. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Everyone's hoping that the cruise sails. We will see what happens. Most of the ships, said Robbie O'Malley, with the exception of a few, are now in the process of getting relievers for the essential manning crew. So happy most are home already. That is great news.
Yeah, they need a vacation.
Sharon, please don't let me forget to make our final payment for the October cruise, said Ruth Todd.
I will not let you know, Ruth. I will contact you a few days before.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. I actually, when you weren't looking, when we cruised with you back then in March, I actually wrote down your credit card number. You left it out on the counter, so I got your information. Don't worry, I'll give it to Sharon. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Pam S said we did miss you. Kelly Ronaldo said thank you so much for the email today. It was great news.
You're welcome, Kelly.
People are loving to see you. What a sweet young man. We all love you, Matthew. Aw, Matthew is a good boy, said Shelley. What a good boy. You're a good boy. Thank you guys for all the kind words. He is pretty special to us as well.
Lori
So.
DeShiel says, "We miss you, Matthew."
Lori, what's going on? I hope you and Amber are doing well and enjoying your new place of residence and your new gig.
Those
Congratulations
pictures
again.
looked amazing of the new area you're living in from the weekend that you put on there.
Sean, Matthew's driving will go well. We are excited in the next 2.5 weeks to get him in for his written permit. Once he passes that, he's going to be on the road, folks. So look out. And
I think I'm gonna have to probably leave that to you. I don't think I can handle that.
Yes. Big Gene Snuggle said, James, I thought you were respectful, awesome, fun, and wild. Now you disappointed us. Yeah, no, I'm all of those and then some. Looking for May. Vonnie Ben said, looking for May 2012. Hold on. I think you probably mean 2021. But you said 2012. I don't want to go backwards. I just want to go forward. May 29th, Mardi Gras. Cruise with us. You can do it.
In 2012, we didn't even have Sharon at sea.
Yeah, that's right. We had her, but I mean, she just didn't know it yet. Big smile from Matthew from Leanne Francisconi. I wonder what Nancy's doing right now. You don't think she's drinking alcohol out of a shoe, do you? I don't know who started that, but let's put can I get a hashtag going in the cruising community? Hashtag no more shoeies, okay? Listen, you don't need to put the alcohol in the shoe first. I'm sorry. It's just, thank you. Yeah, ship show. God bless you. God bless you. Good looking haircut. Nancy is doing shots. That's what Leanne seems to think.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure. I have a feeling there's a secret group of people all there hanging out together. I'm not really sure. Looking for 2021 May. Yes, Bonnie Bench, May 29th, we are booked on the Mardi Gras, so we'll see what happens. Antonia Panic said hi. Looking good. Nice haircut. She's not drinking any Corona, that's for sure, said Timothy Walters.
Let's hope not.
I hope not. Let's go to Naughty Nancy live right now. Boy, if we had a live look-in with Nancy, that would be amazing. If I knew how to do it, I would just get her into the... You know why? It'd be easier if we were just live on the phone. Visa's Travel and the Down Under Cruiser started the shoey. Those sons of guns. Jenner Patters, thank you. You tell him Jamie said, hashtag no more shoey. If Matthew was here in New York, he would have to be 16. Lucky you, Matthew. Yep, 15 and a half for the guy. 15 and a half. What else? All right, so we got rid of that stuff. That stuff's all good. I don't know much of what else that we have going on here for the show. Sharon, I know you have a lot of work that you're still catching up on and doing for people and stuff like that. What are the things you have that you want to touch base with tonight?
I don't know. I didn't really have anything.
Matthew, is there anything else? I know you were talking about maybe getting out of here. Are you cool to stay, or you need to jet out of here, or what's your game plan?
Might go.
You ready to go? Have you had enough of the live show? I would love for you to stay the whole time. Don't get me wrong. We may be here for another 2 or 3 hours. We'll see what happens because I'm off work tomorrow. Woo! But
we have a big project going on at the SAS household tomorrow. There
is a big project tomorrow. It might include the beginnings of a new reorganizing the closet.
Not just reorganizing, rebuilding.
There are a lot of projects going on. Sharon, is there anything exciting what are we up to that's exciting that we can share with the peeps out here? 359 people here right now.
Well,
thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
I'm excited tomorrow. I might film part of it just because I think it would be kind of fun. I've been wanting to redo our closet for quite a while, so we just ordered all new closet stuff, like the shelves with the rods and like the whole unit things. And they got delivered today. So tomorrow we are ripping out our whole like walk-in closet that we have, and Jamie is rebuilding me a closet. So now he's going to have his side, I'm going to have my side, and it's going to be all redone. I can't wait.
It doesn't. Don't be mistaken. It's nothing like super fancy.
No, it's not super fancy, but it's going to be organized, shelving, things in there. So I'm just excited over that because right now our closet's, it's really a mess and we have just stuff everywhere in there. And it's, I've just never liked it since we moved here. So anyways, so now we're going to have a new closet and I'm excited.
I'm seeing some fun comments coming in right now.
So
I don't want to miss these.
That's the work coming now. Then what else fun?
Yes, lucky Jamie. Put him on the spot. Very nice. Get that ATV said positive vibes.
That's coming too. Maybe next month.
If you saw, well, can't we just? I mean, maybe we can just cancel the closet and I can just make another camping vlog. I think I have one more camping vlog to put out just to wrap it up. The next one will include probably a little more driving scene because we did a lot of it and we really, really enjoyed the hell out of it. There is some drone footage to be had and a final wrap up of the evening. And the next morning we just got up and did a few things and we got the heck out of there. So that was the deal. Jeffrey Lars said, "You're a pretty great husband, Jamie." Thank you so much. Thank you. As for hazard pay, Timothy, great job. Home vlogs would be good, Sharon. See, love the camping vlogs. There's more of them. So,
one more, but we have some other stuff planned though. We're gonna let's see. The next 2 weekends are kind of tied up. Jamie has some work stuff going on the one weekend. Then Matthew, the following weekend is the weekend before he goes back to school. He isn't officially going back, but they're going back online. So we just have some things to do to get ready for that. And then so in August, since he is going to be going online, we have some free long weekends and things where we can do some things. So we have plans to go to the Grand Canyon one weekend.
Or at least Sedona if we can't get to the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Or at least a donut.
And we'll probably be going to Mexico, but on the Pacific side one weekend.
And what's weird too
For a
is
long
that we
weekend.
live in Arizona, but we've never been to the Grand Canyon.
No.
Which is very interesting because I know it's one of the wonders of the world, and that brings in a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
But us locals have not even seen
A
it.
lot of
Yeah,
locals
we're like,
don't
whatever,
have
it's
it,
just a
it's
hole in
kinda
the
weird.
ground. 10 out of 10, what's going on? Thank you for the nice comment. We appreciate you as well. Very, very nice. Garrett Labelston is out there. What's up?
Oh, and then we're thinking about, maybe before we go to the Grand Canyon, we're thinking about, we've been spending a lot of time researching ever since we went camping, driving around in that side-by-side. Jamie's kind of dying to get one now. So we've been doing a lot of research, and we might be buying one of those so we can take it with us when we go places more locally and kind of ride around on the off-roads and just see more off-road stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I hope so.
They're just fun to ride around in.
Thank you, Scott Weaver, for the super chat. Extremely, extremely nice and generous of you. Take him to Sonic for a 44-ounce drink, said Scott Weaver. Thank you so much, guys. We really, really appreciate the support. It helps out immensely. You don't even know.
Pamela says she loves the Grand Canyon.
Yes, people are big fans of the Grand Canyon, so we'll see what happens. Also, Emily Archer, thank you. A few people are mentioning, hey, thumbs up, guys, if you enjoy the content. Number one, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you just rolled in here, why not hit the subscribe button? It's free, it costs you no money at all, and maybe there's some cool stuff that you enjoy watching down the road. And if not, then just leave it subscribed and pay no mind. But and also, if you can hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, if you like the little videos that we put together for you earlier to chronicle our introduction to the virus and all that, hit the thumbs up before you go. If you're on your phone, just close out the chat, hit the thumbs up, open the chat back up. You'll be right there where you left off. So, Amy Elke, hold on. Amy Elke said, Matthew, I've been here over 20 years and still haven't seen the Grand. We should go with Amy. Amy can go with us.
That's so funny.
Can we fit on your bike?
There's so many people that live in Arizona that have not been to the Grand Canyon, whereas people that live in other states, that's a vacation to them and they've been to the Grand Canyon. It's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Probably like people in other states, that don't go to places in their own state. Oh, I know. So Leanne said something about, I think Sharon and Matthew want to go to the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Yes. I want to go too, don't get me wrong. But
I never had a big desire to go there before, I guess because I lived here and I knew it was always here. But now I think because we can't go as many places, now I have this desire, not as much a desire. I'm like, I need to go see the Grand Canyon.
What's up, B-State in 67 said, if you get a Sonic Route 44 drink outside of happy hour, use the app, you'll get half price. Thank you for the info.
That's good to know. Thank you.
We should be, Sonic should be promoting us. We should work with them. I've lived in Arizona since 2007, never been to the Grand Canyon, said Hanny Skiles. What's up, Hanny? Linda Kuziak, what's going on? Elaine Deegan, we live in Arizona. I've been to the Grand Canyon 20 plus times. You need to go. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And Antonia asks if I'm ready to cruise again, and if so, what is the first thing I'm gonna do? Well, I am ready to cruise again. Once I can get onto a cruise ship, I will be on a cruise ship. And first thing is gotta be have a slice of pizza.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And a Coke?
And a Coke.
Nice.
Well, no, Pepsi. Remember?
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you are so freaking smart. Nobody...
Crazy Cat Traveler says,
I've
yet to go to the top of Space Needle, so she must live there. Yeah, that's funny. But everyone that goes there goes to Washington. That's like a total tourist thing. They all go to Space Needle.
That's right. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So we're going to try to get out and do that. And yes, we have been looking in, we so much enjoyed the side-by-side. And our family, Brittany, our daughter, and her family, they have one, they own one. And it would just be cool. Right now, I don't have any toys. You guys may know this, but a couple months back, I did sell the boat. I haven't been doing a lot of fishing. My best fishing buddy, moved to Florida, as a matter of fact. Son of a gun. So I just haven't been doing much fishing. So the boat's gone, and I've been wanting to get a new toy, and I'm hoping that I'm on the cusp of Sharon breaking down and giving in to my
we're
tremendous peer
deciding
pressure.
which one, kind of going back and forth, which one we want to get. So
Yes.
So we'll just see which one we decide on.
Emily Archer says you're right, Sharon. Emily's in New York and has never been to the Empire State Building. See that?
Oh, wow. See? Yeah.
I live in Long Island, and I only go to New York City to get on the Amtrak, said Najima Brown. There you go. There you go. Yep, Pepsi, ew, but yeah, minor issue compared to the PM19. You're right about that, Tess. We can work through the Pepsi if we have to.
Well, I like both Pepsi and Coke, so... Both of them are good sodas.
You like Coke better though, I think. But on a cruise ship, you don't care because you probably don't notice.
I mean,
You're
they're
just a
both
half ship.
almost the same thing. A few minor ingredient changes.
I don't really drink soda very rarely, but I like Coke better. I think if I'm gonna drink.
There you go. Don't get on Carnival's bad side. Lori said one of my favorite dysfunctional family memories is my dad taking a 110 picture with a flash of me and my sister sitting on a wall at Grand Canyon. My dad's yelling at us to smile, and my mom is screaming. She's probably afraid because you guys are on the wall, and she's afraid everybody's going to fall over. Big Gene Shuggle said a razor, the way to go. I don't think we're looking razor. I want something more, like, I don't want to go, like, screaming across the desert. Out here, it's going to be, like, up and down mountains and hills and rocks. So it's going to be more utility vehicle. So I think we're torn between maybe a Kawasaki Teryx or possibly a Can-Am Defender. You know, we also looking at the Polaris Ranger, which is what we drove in our videos, and that was pretty awesome too. Trevor Bagaclo Trevor, what's going on, brother? Great to have you here. Trevor said, I just sold my boat too, Jamie. It is a bummer. One day I'll get another one, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, one day.
We need to put an SAS deep sea
garage for if we get more toys.
Garrett Labelson said we need to do an SAS deep sea fishing charter in San Diego.
Ooh,
you guys know that when...
Oh, Garrett, how was your fishing? Didn't you go fishing? I know you were in San Diego a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's probably why he's bringing it up. We got to make it happen. I would love to do something like that. When we go on the breakaway with the ship show,
actually, we could drive over there.
When we team up with the ship show for our 2021 October group cruise in Bermuda, we have talked about, and I think we have confirmed that we're going to book an overnight fishing charter, like a larger just charter boat, where we can just go and have fun. It won't be anything fancy, no marlin fishing. We'll just be dumping lines to the bottom over the side, but I think we're going to do that and have a fun time. So we'll see what happens there. And Sharon, you're probably ready to go back out on a fishing boat, aren't you?
No.
That's one thing I want to do. So Sharon,
no, I gave it one more shot when we were in Cabo last time, and I got seasick again. So I've gotten seasick now in Cancun. I've gotten seasick in Cabo and one other place.
Hashtag it's over, Johnny.
That we went out like deep sea fishing or something.
I don't know where else we went.
It was. It was 3 times.
You got sick on the elation.
No,
Chum in the water. That's right, Kim.
So the small boats and me going out, like fishing out far out, like that doesn't do well. I don't get seasick rarely on cruise ships, but yeah.
You are susceptible.
Yeah. So not for me. I'll be staying behind.
Leanne from New Hampshire just saw the Statue of Liberty last summer. Been to New York City so many times and didn't take the time to visit. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're hoping to go to New York too before the cruise next year and see some sights too a few days before.
So you guys have been to New York. I haven't.
But we didn't really see a lot of sights because we just...
Well, I used to go when I was a teenager. We take the train in there to party, so I've seen a few sights.
Yeah, you have.
Different sights than I want you to see. See the world. Chris said, I'd rather have a friend with a boat than a boat with a note. And you're right about that. Well, my boat didn't have a note. It was old, but it got around and it got the job done. And it did allow me to have some amazing time fishing and catching some beautiful largemouth bass. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We have the Ranger. We love it. It works great for farm work, said Nikita Shimon. What's up, Nikita? Sherry Giaquinto is here. What's going on? I live in Pigeon Forge and don't hardly go to the Smoky Mountain National Park. It's 5 minutes from my house. Robbie said, yes, come back to New York. Robbie, we would love to. And when we do, you will be one of the first people that we want to run into and see. Yeah, we'll have some New York pizza.
Definitely be there next October, and hopefully we can come in like 3 or 4 days ahead of time and spend a few days there.
Yes. Let's see, what else do we have? Tess Salman. I got sick on the elation. Sick of the beaches on board. I think she used beaches instead of another word. Good night, Hubner. Hijinks on the high seas. What's going on? Lovely to see you. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. I had a blue water open bow. It seemed like a great idea. Yeah, no, I was so happy to sell that thing, said Lori. Yeah, I just had a very old bass. I had a 97 bass boat. That's how old it is. But I took great care of it, and we upgraded it and did a lot of great things.
Yeah, you remodeled that thing, though. You put, like, all new carpet in it.
I replaced the carpeting, and we put a nice new trolling motor, and then we cut a hole in the front deck and put the trolling motor control into it. It was fantastic. Jim and Annette Thalman have a question. I saw it earlier, and it got pulled away. Sharon, can you explain about Carnival's special with $100 onboard credit if I already have a cruise in 2021. Can I get that also, or is it just for the group cruise? What's the scoop for Jim and Annette?
You can get it. It's if your price is either the same as it is now or less, then it benefits you to take the change and take the onboard credit. But if the price has gone up on your cruise, then you would have to pay to get the onboard credit. You would have to, your price would change as well. So you have to kind of weigh the benefits. So like I always check people's bookings, and if their price is the same or less, then I'll get their price change. Also, you have to have enough deposit down for the current deposit. Right now it's $49 for all the other ship besides the new ones. The new ones are $149. But say if you put down a $50 deposit and now it's $149, you'd have to put that difference down in the deposit to take that offer.
There you go. Excellent. I hope that answered the question. If you got more, if you do have any questions about anything, please shoot Sharon an email, sharonatsea@gmail.com. She is humble, way too humble, and doesn't promote herself much, but I am a loudmouth and I will happily do it for her. Matthew, it's been amazing having you here with us. I believe that you have a video game calling your name. Is that accurate? Something like that? Someone asked a question earlier. What video game do you play? What are you playing in there? Give us just throw a few names out there.
I think he just plays all kinds of stuff.
I think I remember seeing the question. It asked about my favorite video game, which and I play kind of like a variety of different games. One game that I really enjoy playing, it's a history game. It's called Europa Universalis 4. Really enjoy playing it because I like history, and so
history video games.
Yeah. He loves history.
Wow, that is fantastic. Anything else? Any other games that you're playing right now that are cool?
Ask him dates of something that happened years ago, and he will rattle off the dates when it happened, or something. He'll tell you when it happened, what dates, like what year.
And then there was also
he's like that with history.
And then also recently too, there was a game which I bought a few years ago. It was a free game I bought a few years back. That was back.
Oh, no, it was a free game that you bought a few years back.
Oh, I got. And so I played it on, like, when I got it, all I had was a laptop and it wasn't able to run the game. But I've still had the game this whole time, and so I realized I didn't have it installed, so I reinstalled it, re-downloaded it, and so I started playing it, and I've been really enjoying it too. It's called Fishing Planet, the fishing game.
Wow.
I know you play the.
You just throwing that in my face? I don't have the boat anymore. Now you want to go fishing? What the heck?
I know you do racing, like sometimes. Well, you used to. I don't think you use.
I had a wheel too that you could hook up, and then the wheel, like the base of the wheel, broke.
Matthew, before you go, do one thing for me. Look at your mother. Give her a little bit of a sad face and say, "Mom, please, I really want us to have a side-by-side ATV to ride around on."
Oh, he needs to look at you and say, "Dad, I really want the nice blue one."
You want to pay an extra $1,000 for the blue?
I might. I want to have a nice color. I don't really want that army green color. Like I want a nice, pretty blue.
Oh my gosh. This is what it comes down to. All right, hey, you've been great tonight, dude. Get out of here. Matthew, everyone, Matthew is here with us tonight. Thank you for being here, Matthew. Here, take your chair out of here. Let Mom and I can bring it in a little closer. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Okay. Thanks, dude. Great job. All right, guys. There he is. Matthew's here for a while tonight. He's got to get out of here. He's got something better to do. Now we're back in our normal positions. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Nice to see you. Lovely to see you here. Let's see what else we got. Go for the blue. See you, Matthew. Have a good night. Good night, Matthew. Good night, Matthew. Gary Havens, I don't really have, that's a lot of excursion money for the blue one. You're right about that, Leanne. You are so right about that. Let's see. Someone asked about, is there a time machine tonight? I'm sorry, I can't even think. I don't have an official time machine. Team Blue said Trevor Bagachler. Thank you, Trevor. But I do have something, maybe, if you guys want to go back a little bit. I loaded this in just in case it came up, but maybe some of you remember, right after we got home from our cruise and this whole shutdown happened, and it was just a 30-day shutdown, and the original shutdown I think was just for like 30 days if I'm not mistaken, and they were going to see what happened, and a week or two went by, and I reached out to some friends that we have in the YouTube community, the cruising community, and I just said, hey guys, it might be cool can you guys throw me a little video clip together? I just want to put together a little montage of people kind of, cheering people up a little bit and giving them a little hope or whatever. I remember when we first got back from that cruise, and a lot of people, we were doing lives all over the place, and that's when Blaine put together that first big 12-hour live stream, and that kind of stuff's been going on. But I put together this little video that I was able to share. So I guess if you guys want to see it, do you guys want to see? Let me know in the chat. Hold on, I need to hold off and see if anybody wants to see this in the chat. Do you want to go back a little bit in time? It's not a true time machine, but do you want to go back and be reminded of the little video we put together of everyone kind of wishing people well? And we'll see. Pam S said yes. Only one yes so far. One yes is just one yes out of 324 people is not going to do it. Go to the Pink Jeep tour. You'll have a great time, said Sure to Please. I would love to, but I want to take our own tour. Shelly Lou said show us. Absolutely. Yes. Gary Haven said yes. Yes, it's showtime. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, a few yeses. Trevor said maybe. Maybe, he said. No, we don't want to see it. Of course, we do, said Tess. C, said Scott Weaver. Thank you. Woohoo Girl said, yeah. Okay, there's enough yeses, I think, to show this. It's just a couple minutes long, but you guys can watch it. Maybe you'll remember us doing this. And there's been a lot of these, but I'm not going to lie. I was proud to say that this is one of the first ones that was put together. A little compilation, a little collaboration, if you will. You might recognize a few people in this, so I don't know. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, this is a good time to go top off your drink, but check it out.
Hey everyone, I'm the Little Explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
At this time, we just want to say hello, everyone. Be safe out there, be smart, but keep it
Stay
positive.
healthy.
Yes, and most importantly,
Dilly dilly.
dilly dilly.
What's up, SAS crew?
Hey, it's the Degenerates.
Hey, much love to you guys. We are on the SAS group cruise in October, and we're all going to be back to normal by then. Maybe sooner. It's all going to be good.
It's going to be wonderful.
And we got each other in the meantime, and that's enough to get through this together. So,
that's true.
Much love from us to you guys.
Love you. Celebrate the day.
Celebrate the day.
Hi, Jamie and Sharon and all the Sharonatsea community.
It's Frank and Kevin from Cruising with Wheels.
We wanted to just send everybody our love and well wishes. Mwah.
This is Alana Zingano from Travel the World from A to Z. I want to give everyone a big virtual hug. Don't worry, virtual means it's germ-free, but you should still wash your hands. The cruising community is going to bounce back from this. So on behalf of myself and everyone else in the cruising community, we're all in this together. Ciao for now.
Hi, I'm Lee.
I'm Brian.
And we're the East Coast Sharonatsea Travel. We just wanted to pop in and tell everybody we hear you, we feel for you. We're sharing this depression that we're all in on this cruise pause. And hopefully all of this will just be over very, very soon.
Hey, Bon Beanie, everybody. Matt and Kimber here from Fantastic Studios and Fantastic Cruising.
We're here to say hi and wish everyone well during this difficult time.
This is a time to spend with your immediate family and the people that you are the closest to.
Absolutely. Stay safe and healthy out there.
Hey guys, it's Dave.
And Brandy here from Dave and Brandy's Excursions. Just wishing everybody's well and playing us safe at home with all this craziness going on.
Take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Stay safe, and we'll all be back on the high seas soon.
Yes, we'll get through this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome from Florida, home of the cruise ports that are not sending out cruise ships. You know the deal. But it's time for all of us to come together as a community, encourage one another to take care of themselves, first of all, to take care of others, and to keep on daydreaming about that cruise life. We'll get back there someday. This too will pass, and sooner or later, we'll see each other on the Lido. Stay encouraged, help each other out. We'll see ya.
Hey everyone, Robbie here. It's such a beautiful day here in New Jersey, and it's such a shame that we all have to stay inside during this beautiful weather that we're having here in the Northeast. But I hope everyone is doing well during this outbreak. It's such madness, and thank you to everyone on the front lines. Stay safe always, and let's get back to cruising soon.
Hey guys, Kim and Eric from the Huebner clan. We hope everybody's doing well and staying safe in this crazy time.
Hello, I'm Robert.
And I'm Faber with Life with Faber. We just wanted to hop in real quick and give you a little bit of encouragement as we're all going through this trying time together, and let you know we're thinking about you. This creator community is here for you with lots of content, lots of lives. We're just going to keep it coming to keep you entertained and get your mind off of things. So we will talk to you guys soon, and hang in there. We've got this. Bye. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is High Seas Cindy, and I'm High Seas Paul. We know everybody's going through a tough time right now, and please guys, everybody take care of yourselves and your family, and we will get through this together, and we will soon be out on the high seas together. We miss seeing everybody out on the high seas, so take care guys.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Roy.
And I'm Amanda.
We're Shadow's Special Features. We just want to say hello.
Hey.
And hope you're having a good weekend.
Hope everybody's doing good. Stay safe and stay clean.
Stay clean. Wash it, wash it.
Hi, you guys. I'm here with my boys. These are all my boys of the family. Just wishing you all well. I just hope that you can appreciate those around you that you love, and even if it's from a distance, we're all part of your family. So hang in there, Sharonatsea family. Bye.
Bye. Guys, we hope everyone is doing great in their quarantine season. Everything's going to be okay. Just stay strong, relax, be safe, make smart moves, do the right thing. Continue watching the content around the planet.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Hi everybody, I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay, and we are Paro DJ.
We just wanted to pop in really quick and say that we hope everybody is staying safe and sane out there.
That's true, and I have been brushing up on my vacationing skills during some of our downtime.
Good job.
Nice. Look out for yourself and each other.
And don't hoard toilet paper.
Oh, share the toilet paper.
Share with your neighbors. But we love you guys.
That's right. Be kind.
And until next time, rock on.
Rock on.
Hey Sharon at Sea Crew, I'm Sherry with Cruise Tips TV, and I was really happy when Jamie and Sharon and Matthew asked me to come on and say a few words to you guys. I know that some of us are struggling right now. I know we have been struggling. Every day has kind of brought a new set of challenges. And so when Jamie asked me to share a few words of encouragement, I just tried to think of the things that we have been doing to keep our chins up and look toward the future. For us, it's been just trying to do this, get outside and get some sun and some fresh air whenever possible. In California, we're on a shelter at home order right now, so you know, if you've got the ability to step outside and soak up some vitamin D, I think it's a really good idea. The second thing, you got to take care of yourself. Read a book, take a nap, take a bath, do an at-home spa thing. We've all got to just take a step back and make sure that we are getting the rest that we need and the self-care that we need. And last but certainly not least, we've got to just focus on the future and the power of our awesome cruising community.
What you got? 6 feet, baby. What's up, Sharon at Sea Travel Cruise Crew? I'm John. I'm York. And we're the Ship Show. Yeah. We just want to wish you the best in these crazy Perlman 19 times. Hoping the best for everyone watching. We're practicing our social distancing here. Yep. We're learning. And pro tip, put fire between you and the other person. That might help. We're not scientists, we don't know, but here's to the Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Keep on keeping on. We love ya. Bagak.
Wow, that was freaking awesome. You
I
know,
feel like that was forever since we saw that.
that was forever. That was about a week after we got back, I think, from our panorama cruise or so. I think that was like, I don't know, the second Monday night show we had coming back. I was still on my quarantine from work, and all those guys were great. I mean, you know, looking back and seeing the names of the people and everybody getting involved there. I mean, you know, I put out a message to a bunch of people that we know in the community and said, hey, can you give a minute? Can you say a few words? And everybody was amazing. I mean, literally, there was like one or two people that I reached out to didn't do it, and it was just because like they weren't available or they weren't somewhere where they could do it or they didn't get the message. I mean, it was, you know, everyone wanted to jump on board, and and it was just a great thing. And watching it back and seeing some of the responses that you guys had, were you know, talking about how, you know, how moving it was. Ashley Moy is like, why am I crying right now? Thank you, Penny. That was very nice. Yeah, that it was amazing. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's look at it this way. For the people that have stuck it out with us all night long, at 1 hour and 45 minutes left into the night, you got a special showing of that, a little remembrance of that little video. And you're right. Someone said it still rings true today, and it really does. I mean, everyone's just kind of coming out and saying, hey, you know, we'll get through this. It was just meant to be a little inspiration for the next few weeks. And then who knew it was going to be 4 freaking months later that we'd still be messing around with this crap.
I think when we get back to cruising, especially for people that have cruised a lot before this, I think it'll be different in a way where, like I was thinking for me, I think I'm going to appreciate it a lot more because, you know, sometimes you cruise a lot and then it becomes something that you do more regular and you forget certain things, you know, how, you know, exciting it is and just how lucky you are to cruise so much. And I think some of us that have cruised a lot are going to really remember that and think differently sometimes when we get on a ship a little bit. I know I'm going to take in a lot of things that I've probably things I stopped doing over time. I'll probably start doing again, you know, just taking the time to enjoy them.
Well, hey, listen, I've been in a lot of groups where people talk about, well, I'm not gonna ruin my vacation by having to pay attention to social distancing and wearing a mask and all this kind of stuff. And I get it. I mean, guys, we're here tonight and we get together every Monday and you guys join us, I think, because we all have one thing in common. We're crazy passionate about cruising. I mean, it's a passion of ours, not just something we do every once in a while. You know, it's like Disney. Some people just go to Disney World every few years. Some people live and breathe Disney, and I think we're the same way. We live and breathe cruising. So for us, I would wear a mask in a heartbeat. I would wear a freaking scuba helmet if I had to get on a cruise ship right now. I don't give a crap. I would just do it, and Sharon, I know, feels the same way. And a lot of you guys probably do too. And there's people that are saying, no way, I'm not going to do it. And that's cool. Everyone can make up their own mind and have their own decision. But you know, that's the deal. So hopefully we all get to do what we want to do that makes us happy, and we can still enjoy it. A lot of great comments. I know that video is moving and emotional when I got Trevor Bagachler saying that made my day a little bit brighter. Thank you. So, you know, somewhere he had enough time to put down his cigar, his beer, and his whiskey and type on his phone and say thank you. And that means a lot. Thank you, Trevor. We appreciate it. Imagine how it'll feel when you get the chance to next step off that gangway. Wanda Ernstberger, what's up, Wanda? Thank you so much for being here, and you are so right. Tammy Chapman said, look at all the new friendships we've made. We're a family. We got each other, respect and love. I look at it as a hard reset, back to cruising basics for all of us. Robbie, you're right. I loved Robbie in that thing too, just in his backyard from Jersey on a beautiful day. Thank you, Robbie. Number one mama said, I always tear up a little when I board the ship out of pure gratefulness. I think I'm going to be sobbing next time I board. We'll definitely appreciate it. You're right. I mean, you know, when I tell people that we cruise a lot and how many times we've cruised, they're like, what? What are you, like, rich or something? And I have to explain to them, no, it's incredibly affordable. You just have to know how to do it. But to some people, going on a cruise is like, it's just out there. Like, you'd never reach it. You can never grasp it. And
I think,
you know.
Well, with that, I think, like, years ago.
Good night, Kathy.
That's kind of what it was a little more. I mean, it was more for the elite or whatever. You know, it wasn't like a regular family vacation years ago. Now it's like, you know, it's like a family vacation for a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, you bring the family, you go on a cruise because it is affordable compared to, you know, going to a resort and, you know, buying all your food for the whole family separately, you know, at the resort versus being on the ship and things like that.
And probably the best part about it is that, I mean, when it comes right down to it, Sharon owes it all to me why she cruises. I mean, honestly, don't you? If it wasn't for me, you would never be cruising, would you? Let's just admit it here. How many people? 300 people still on this. No, 300 people? Jesus Christ, you guys are crazy. Thank you guys for being here.
Because before we met, I always wanted to go on a cruise, but I just never did.
I took I took your cruising virginity. Let's admit it right here to everybody. 300 people. Tell them right now.
Oh
Just say
my
those
gosh.
words.
Oh my
Jamie,
gosh.
you took away my cruising virginity.
We did go on a cruise. Well, my first cruise. You went on one cruise before me.
I will always have one cruise more than you, as long as you don't ever cruise without me. And I will never allow that to happen. So I would put a call in.
Oh my gosh.
I would put a call into the Maritime Guard to say that you're sneaking something on board. Tess said, I think I'll board my next cruise first post PM19 cruise dressed for elegant night or in an inflatable rooster outfit or something crazy. If you need an inflatable rooster outfit, I know exactly where to get one, just so you know. I know a guy. Let's just leave it at that. I know a guy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotions going on, I think, next time we all get on a cruise ship.
I know. Big Gene Snuggles, good night to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys. You're always here, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, good night.
Next time we step on a ship, it's going to be emotional. I agree, Sharon. People will appreciate it more. Just let us go. Now, after that great video, we'll say good night. Good night, Larry. Thank you so much, guys.
Good night, Larry. Thank
Trevor's
you.
been almost 4 years since his last cruise. We got to get him out on the cruise.
It's funny because I feel it's crazy because it's been since March, and we feel like it's been 4 years, like 4 years or something. We feel,
Yes.
I mean, it's just it's
Well,
crazy.
It's funny
it
because
just feels like it's been so long since we've been on a cruise, and I guess when you think about it, and it really hasn't been that long. And most people probably would think we were crazy saying that.
I think most people would think.
feel-
Hold on, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock our time. I don't know what time it is. I don't know if I can say. Most people would probably think we were assholes if we sat there and said, "God, we haven't been on a cruise since March. It's been so long." They're like, "Wait, wasn't that the last cruise available to cruise before the shutdown?" I know, but it's been so long. March was so long ago. And people would be like, "Yeah, I've never cruised, or I've been on two, or I've never, my next cruise is in a year and a half." And I know we kind of sound like jerks with it, but it's what we do. So, take all the times you go out to dinner, or that's what we tell people. Take all the times you go to dinner, all the times you go out on a vacation, all the times you do things. We combine all those. We rarely ever go out to dinner. We are beating each other up over spending a few extra bucks for this new toy if we want to get one, so we can do a little camping, which is dirt cheap to do. And we just cut every corner we can so that we can cruise whenever whenever possible. So a few comments here, Sharon. We can't ignore these. Trevor said that not only did I take your cruising virginity, but I also took your airport virginity. Apparently.
Oh my God.
Wow, that never gets old. Never gets old. And even Tess Almond said he took it in the airport. Oh my gosh. Jose Lara said, "Of course I'm still here. Y'all are my drinking buddies." Hey man. Jose, you're the bomb. Thanks, buddy. I'm falling behind on my olives. Okay.
Let's see. Gone now.
All right, we gotta catch up.
Oh, Mary
Diane.
Ellen says, Sharon, a girl's cruise, Sharon. I know. One day we're gonna have to plan that.
No, that won't be.
One day.
Diane Carlson said, "I wonder who amongst us will be the lucky one to be the first of the SAST to get back on a cruise ship." I don't know. I'm wondering too.
Yeah.
I am wondering too.
Yeah. Who knows?
Emily says, "I wish my family would cruise. I'm the only one who loves cruising, even though I've cruised 2 times in my whole life." You'll get more. You will get more. You will for sure.
Yeah. If your family doesn't like to cruise, you just have to find a buddy, a friend, or something that likes to cruise.
All you need is one. Yeah, or you just go by. There's a lot of solo cruisers. Just look.
Yeah, or go alone.
Just spit when I talk. Look to Norwegian. Matthew needs a car. Says sure to please. I know he does. We'll work that out.
Yeah, we got plans.
He doesn't
for that.
need one for a while because he still has to get his permit and he can only drive with one of us in the car with him. So Robbie O'Malley says, Robbie, I don't believe that for a minute. I forget what cruising feels like. Robbie, I'm not sure there's anyone in this whole group right now that has spent more time on a cruise ship than you, my brother. But I hear what you're saying. It does seem like a long time ago. It really does. October 2017, Oasis of the Seas seems like forever ago, said Trevor. Trevor, we'll get you back soon. And when we do, here's the beauty of it, Trevor. We're going to get you back on a cruise. When we go, we're going to drink so much, we won't remember any of it. And then you'll get off the cruise like, damn, I don't even remember what we did on that cruise. And it'll be like you never took it in the first place.
I want to remember everything next time.
Well, luckily you will, because I'll be the guy. Because while we're running through a parking lot trying to get a hotel room and you're looking on your phone, I'll be the one with the camera, documenting everything, holding that camera right out here. I'm your camera. I'm your cameraman, baby. I won't let you forget anything at all. All right, what else do we have going on? We're rounding it up. We've reached the 2-hour mark, guys. Usually at the end of the night, we like to end with one fun thing that we always do. Well, 2 fun things. Number 1, if you've been watching and you haven't come out and said hi yet, please jump out and just say hey.
Say hi.
There's 296 people here, but usually about the same 50 or 60 people make the comments. So come on out and say hi to everyone. Just acknowledge us. Let us know you're here so we can say hi to you. Also, did you learn anything tonight? Let us know what you learned in the comments section. And something about Sharon maybe you learned. Maybe about me. Maybe about Matthew. Maybe about one of your peers. One of the people in the chat. One of your favorite vloggers who might have been out there. You learned that Nautical Nurse Nancy is drinking drinks in Cancun right now. Okay, I just spoiled that for you. But throw something out there and let's see. And we'll see what happens. Angel Eyes have been planning this cruise for 1.5 years. It'll be the first time our family will all be together since Mom and Dad passed. I'm praying that it sails. We will pray for you as well that it sails. We certainly hope so. We certainly hope so. Okay, let's see who's out there. Tammy Powers in the house. What's going on?
Hi, Tammy.
Dante Slocum says I'm still here. You still need to do a survived the C-19 cruise. Tammy, we will work on that. Thank you. Chris Capri is in the house. Positive Vibes Adventure said, I learned that the Grand Canyon is just a hole. You're right, it's just a big hole in the ground. I can't even talk about the Bermuda Group Cruise because my family is so against it right now, said Amy. Amy, just go by yourself. We got you. We're going to be there. Tara Kelly said hello. Fife and Fife. What's going on, Fife and Fife? Love to have you guys here. Hattie Castle says hello. I learned that Carnival has $49 deposit and $100 onboard credits at Mary Ellen Dillon. I learned that Sharon wants to go to the Grand Canyon and that she wants her closet makeover. Hashtag Jamie, get her done.
Yeah.
Get her done. Hold on. Leanne, you typed hashtag Jamie, get her done. It's supposed to be get her done, like just an ER. God. Now you're asking me to get her done. I don't even know what you're asking of me there, Leanne. It's a little... It might be a little personal.
I will post some pictures of my new closet when it's done.
Please. You think that thing's going to get done tomorrow? You're crazy.
Yes, it is.
Crazy.
Otherwise, we're not going anywhere to sleep because our bed is going to be full of clothes.
Your side of me. I'll sleep right on those clothes. I don't give a rat's rumpus. Is this a cruise confessional? It's been 6 years since my last cruise confession. Father said Kevin Brubaker. Hashtag girl trip, said Lori DeShield. I learned that I'm out of beer, said the ship show. That's not good, dude. You know what you need? Some Budweiser Nitros. I had a few more of those over the weekend and they were amazing. My husband and I do not purchase gifts for each other throughout the year so that we can cruise. It's better than any gift we could buy. Amen. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Sharon took Jamie's pool virginity, just saying. Oh, is that when we jumped in the pool and she knocked it out? Timothy said, that's why I waited so long. I thought it was expensive to do it. I'll always remember stepping on the ship for the very first time. The level of sheer enjoyment was through the roof. You are so right, my friend. You are so right.
So exciting just getting on that ship.
Oh my gosh, for sure. For sure. Okay, let me see if I can get caught up here. I jumped around in the chat a little bit. Sometimes you lose it. Trust me, I can't wait for the 2021. It's going to be a ship show, said Trevor Bogachler. It certainly will. Hey, Michelle Staten, what is going on? We've only been on 2 cruises, but we've been on some huge vacations. Personally, I just miss the freedom to be able to just go and do things and not have to think about it.
There's Yuma Brown said,
Go ahead.
Well, you moved the
Sharon,
chat.
you need to learn right now. Here it's a comment, but you have to read it and know it and then speak it.
I can't read it when it's gone.
You have to read it first and then say, Jim Brown said.
Well, no, I was going to read it when I saw it. I wasn't going to.
You can't read it as you go.
I don't need to read it twice. Okay. Anyways, I was supposed to go on my first cruise last year. Didn't work out. Hopefully next year.
There you go. I hope so too.
Robbie O'Malley says solo cruising is great.
Yes, Robbie's done some solo cruising, but I don't know if it counts for Robbie. He gets on the ship and there's like 9 to 15 people that work there. Like, hey, Robbie, come on, we got a party going on. We got something special for you. Here, I got you a special room over here in this Haven area here. You know, people know him, they love him. He's got relationships with people. He's amazing. Let's see. Hold on, I got to jump ahead. I went back a little bit. I learned not to wait for the announcement before searching for a hotel, said Wanda. Oh, that's very good. I learned that blue paint is very expensive. You're so right. I learned that Jamie popped Sharon's cruise cherry. Amy Elke, how dare you tell the truth here on the live show. Thank you so much. You are so right.
Deweyski said, I learned I don't like Monday night board meetings. I just got here.
Dewey, I'm
okay,
sorry.
Dewey.
You can always watch the replay. We talked about you heavily early in the show. All right, we didn't. I'm just teasing, but you can still watch the live show or the replay. Thank you, Michael. We appreciate it. D Nice, what's going on, D Nice? I learned that Matthew loves history, said Pam S. That is so true. What else?
I don't know where he really gets that from, because you're not really a history person, and I'm definitely not a history person.
I don't even care what happened yesterday.
I mean, I like history. I like when we were on vacation. I like to go to places and learn things that way. But I've always hated history in school. That was never my thing. And Matthew is like, that is his favorite thing ever, history.
Cheers, Ricky J. Sullivan. I learned that I'm with Sharon. Hashtag Team Blue, said Amy Franzak. There you go. Trevor said, ditch the family, Amy Franzak. JK. Let's see. What else? I learned that Jamie has a honey-do list. Hello, Michelle Bowen. Lovely to see you here. Let me catch up a little bit and see if I can catch back up to the chat. Crazy Cat Traveler learned that the Perman 19 can take a hike unless he or she gives a super chat. Excellent point. What's up, Adventures of David and Aaron? What's going on, gentlemen? Lovely to see you here. Lovely to see you. Carnival January 2021, said Christine Lugo. Just a question? I say yes. I hope it does. Let's see. Who else? There we go. Bill Leach from Smyrna, Georgia is in the house. What's going on? Cruising Susan is still here. I learned that I'd be joining Jamie at 3 a.m. on a cruise drunk if we ever cruise together, said Jose Lara. Oh, okay. You're darn right, buddy. Out on the Lido for a late night stogie and a whiskey. Usually number 16 if it's a Carnival ship. If not, it's number whatever we want it to be.
Ricky J. Sullivan. Ricky from Mobile, Alabama.
Fife and Fife said October 24, we are finally platinum. Congratulations.
Ooh. Actually, our daughter that's going on the cruise turns platinum on that cruise as well. So she's I don't know.
Yeah.
She's kind of excited over that.
Heck yeah. Tess, we don't have anybody cruise shame. We only hang out with people that like cruising. As soon as somebody says, oh, people that cruise are crazy, we're like, see you later. Bye-bye. Chris C says, I'm here. What's up, Chris? I learned that I'm glad I wasn't working any of the hotel front desk on March 7th in Long Beach. Excellent. Carla McClendon, you are so right. Hi, Jamie and Sharon. We met you guys on the Panorama naming ceremony and then on the inaugural in the casino. CA Cruiser. What is going on, guys? Hey. Lovely to see you. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for saying hi when you saw us. You don't even know how cool that makes us feel. I'm not going to lie. I mean, really.
Yeah, we love meeting people on the ship.
Yes, we do. And hopefully we're able to spend a few minutes chatting and stuff like that. It makes us feel very good. Thank you so much. I agree the Promo 19 can go away. It's not any fun. It ruined my vacation and will ruin my birthday, said Amy Kephart. Amy, hang in there. Everything will be okay. I learned that I love you guys. Grateful for all of you, said Lori DeShield. Thank you, Lori. We love you too, and your lovely daughter Amber as well.
See the World with Chris. He says he's turning platinum on the October cruise too.
There you go. Yes, and I hope it happens. We're not giving up hope, guys. We are not giving up hope. Okay, let me jump ahead a little bit here. Praying on November Panorama cruise goes off, but California is in lockdown, said Donna. Leonard, Donna, we hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Kathy Schultz, what's up?
Yeah, I've been saying, I will say, I think California will be one of the last states that cruising comes back to. So hopefully, some point.
We'll see. Kathy says my very first 2 cruises were canceled, one to Caribbean and then Greece. I am sorry, Kathy. Hang in there and please report back to us once you go. The Proman 19 commented, I learned that I'm not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Unless you give a super chat, and then you're welcome for a short period of time only. But thank you.
Bruce Todd, I can't wait to see you guys again in September. I know, us too. We cannot wait to get to Vegas and see a lot of the people that we see on the cruise ship, and especially if anything happens to that cruise. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, September is gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's gonna go. I learned that Matthew plays history games. Thank you, Chris, for paying attention. Nice job. Good night, everyone. 5 a.m. comes early on the East Coast. Good night, Carla.
Good night.
Ruth Todd said, Proman, no kidding. No kidding. I didn't learn anything. I already know it all, said Ruth Todd. I already know all. Ruth, I'm not surprised at that comment one bit. We are so excited. Thanks for the shout outs at Fife and Fife. It's lovely to have you guys here. Yeah, I normally don't talk about it around non-cruisers. Yeah, we don't either. But Gawk said sure to please. Hello from Tennessee. Booked on the Valor October 2021. Hope we're back to old normal by then. Cindy Bronk, what's going on? Lovely to have you here. I hope we are too. It took 9 months to plan our 5,000-mile driving trip. Cruising is a lot easier, and someone else does the driving. You are right, B-State. You are so right.
Yeah, I would much rather fly normally than drive places. I don't know. I just like to get there. I don't like to. I mean, I know some places you go, you can see some cool sights, but I don't know. I just can't sit in the car for that long.
I have a special request. If there's anyone out there that has any special connections in Canada, we have a buddy, Trevor. We need to get him across the border from Canada to the U.S. Around September 10th or so, September 11th. So if you have any connections, you can make that happen. Maybe you have a vehicle with a hiding spot in it, something like that. Please contact me directly. You can just message me on Facebook, and we can work something out. Thank you so much.
My goodness.
Thank you so much. Rachel Loves Disney said the video should be coming out maybe next Monday. Keep an eye out for it. Rachel, we will. Thank you for involving us. It was amazing. Thank you. Thank you. What? Jamie, apparently you realize I'm a smart aleck. Oh, Ruth, I know all about your smart aleckness. Good night, Tammy. Garrett says, I know a tunnel. Maybe I will dig a tunnel, said Trevor. Canadian Prime Minister is my cousin, but don't think that'll help, said Tess. Hashtag free Trevor. Jose Lara said, "Get Don." I don't even think that he has the power to do anything like that. Now, if we needed a funky thumbnail, maybe that could happen. But otherwise, to get Trevor out of Canada, I don't think we could do that. September 10th is my birthday, said Linda Kuziak. Linda, what's up? Happy early birthday?
Yeah, happy
We need to smuggle him in? Okay, said Ruth Todd. Ruth will get on it. Ruth, get Steve on it, will you? I think he can make it happen. Love it. Free Trevor. Cruise map shows the breeze is underway now. Hope for a build-up for all of us. Fife and Fife, we hope so too. Yeah. All right, it's 8:15, guys. We're at the bottom of the chat. We've wrapped it up. We've covered everything, have we not?
I think so.
One last thing. One thing I just want you guys to remember really quick. I couldn't play this earlier because Matthew was here, but I'll play it now.
If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up.
He saw that I had this clip in the hopper, and he was like, yo, no, Dad, you are not playing that thing, so forget about it. Let's keep a few things in mind. Some shameless plugs before we get out of here. There's 265 people here. If you're not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please join us on Facebook at sharonatsea Cruise Crew. Just join the group and be part of the fun. Get involved, make your comments, have some fun. It's a pretty chill group. It's not over the top. It's not crazy. You got questions, you'll get answers. If you want to do something fun, we can do that too. So come on and join us. If you need to book travel, if you need help booking travel, if you have a cruise that was canceled and you need to rebook, if you recently booked a cruise and you're not satisfied with the person handling it, please contact Sharon. Her, right here. My left, your right. sharonatsea, sharonatsea at gmail.com. sharonatsea at gmail.com is the way to get a hold of her. She is a super, super pro. She's booked thousands of cruises. She can book yours today.
Yeah, that's the best
Or
way
tomorrow.
to reach me is email. I do get a lot of Facebook messages too, personal ones, and through the Sharon at Sea Travel Facebook page. And I do see those, but sometimes they don't pop up as quickly. And then my emails are like, they're always pop up on my phone, or I'm in front of the computer most of the time during the day, and that's right there in front of me. So that's where you'll get the quickest response.
Steve, Ruth Steve says he knows some coyotes. He'll get on it. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
And don't forget, guys, we don't promote a lot of stuff, but I think this is pretty badass. So make sure if you need your mask for your cruises or anything else, happy cruising and safe travels from Sharon at Sea Travel. Get your face mask, $12.99 a piece, and $1 from every mask goes towards nonprofit to feed children in need. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
I nailed it, didn't I? Thank you so much. Go to Teespring, search Sharon at Sea Travel, Teespring. There's some other stuff you can get on Spreadshirt as well, so check that out if you want some swag.
They look like they're pretty decent quality. Of course, we haven't gotten ours yet, but we will have them hopefully by next Monday, and we can kind of give you a little review and tell you how we like them. And
yeah,
we might even have a couple to give away next week if we get them by next week.
Really? Dang, you're on fire, girl.
Well, we ordered a few extra.
You ordered 120, didn't you?
No, no.
Not at $12 a piece, you didn't.
I wanted a variety of colors for myself. I wanted to try a couple of colors.
Excellent. All right, we'll see what it works.
Matthew wanted a blue one. You wanted blue.
Colors.
So.
Colors. All right, amazing night, guys. Thank you for being here. We love you. And until next time.
Thank you, everyone.
From me, I'm Jamie. From Sharon. From Matthew, who was here tonight. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got to bring him more. I think he draws a crowd. A special thanks to Leanne Franciscone, who held down the fort tonight in the chat.
Everything tonight,
I think there was one or two little trolls, but nothing that she couldn't handle because she's a rock star. Of course, Nautical Nurse Nancy, she put her request on time. We sent it to HR. She got the time off. She popped in the chat earlier. She spent the rest of the night in Cancun partying her like a rock star that she is. Make sure you check out Nancy, who is splitting time with Dave and Brandy's excursions on Tuesday nights. They have taken over the Tuesday night time slot on YouTube, so check them out as well. Anyone else to plug? There's a lot of other great people out there, but go check out YouTube channels. Check out the Ship Show Wednesday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a special show. I can't give away too much, but Wednesday night on the Ship Show, it's going to be thebomb.com.
Yeah, I think everyone should watch it.
It's going to be thebomb.com. So until next time, guys, that's all we got, right?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Tell them we're getting the hell out of here.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week, and watch for a vlog to come out at some point later this week. We'll have something out there. Probably
camping,
our
something.
Other camping vlog. Maybe something else. We'll see.
Or the next title could be, how does a couple get divorced simply trying to redo a closet? That could be the next vlog, too. Keep an eye out for that. And until next time.
Yeah, I'll
what are you
post
gonna
some
tell
fun pictures in the cruise crew of this
we do that again.
closet tomorrow.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Happy cruising and safe travels.
Peace out.
Good night, everyone.
See you later. We love you guys. Take it easy.